we hear is Radio Gaga. This is my backup copy of Scythe.
We have a copy too.
Yeah, I know.
I brought one.
I didn't know if you were going to bring it, so I brought my own. But I already had a copy. This is my favorite game, and Yoshi was like, "Do you want another copy?" I'm like, "I don't need another copy. It's a $60 game." He's like, "I can get it to you for like $30," and I was like, "I'd like a backup copy."
I'd like a backup.
It's just less weight.
I have backup copies of like CDs and tapes that I just bring. And I get it.
I mean, it's nice to have a thing, but also, I go to a lot of meetups, and occasionally people are, what's the word, not as kind with my games as I would be with them. So my main copy is like, I have a legendary box. It's got all the inserts. It's got blah blah. All the cards are sleeved. This is the base game. I got some minor upgrades for it, but nothing too special. Do we want to play with the Wind Gambit?
Who else is playing?
Richard, you, me, and possibly somebody else.
Me.
Heidi. Do you want to play with the Wind Gambit, Heidi?
Sure.
Are you the only one that hasn't played, Richard?
I played two. I played two turns four. So no.
I'm playing Scythe. Yeah.
Richard, come here a second. Pick a card, any card. Cool. That's build adjacent to mines, right?
Yes. And then, yeah. And then each mine only counts once.
That is correct.
Oh, then do you play? Have you played
I'll let you do the alignment because I put all the stuff
Yeah, it's really
over here.
I just gotta get a little food in me and then I'll be ready to play, guys.
It's all good. I'm still setting up.
You were playing that again.
Richard, do you need a rules refresher?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
So, first off, you'll need to pick a faction.
I'll play the red faction.
They're considered one of the easier factions to play, although they're not necessarily the easiest.
Right.
Could you help me by placing these spaces?
Hey, Watson. Watson. You say that the rules for Morels are terrible. I beg to differ.
I love that he's back on the street.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Go for it.
There is one particular instance where the rules are not great. I will give you this. Starting hand size is not
That
clear.
instance is the rules.
Andrew, no one's allowed to play black.
Are you aggressive black? Are you? No, you want no one to play black?
No one can play black.
Why not? Can
Why?
I play black? The rules for Morels are bad in one instance. First off, you don't know what your starting hand size is. The way that you find out what your starting hand size is if you go to baskets. You go to the section with baskets, and it says you can add 2 to your hand size, and then it gives you an example. I will say that he only... Oh, it's not good in that
If you'd
instance.
like Andrew to stop speaking,
Donate
please
$2,000.
I was thinking like $50.
yeah, we'll muzzle him for 50. Pull one of these. Are you playing?
Yeah, fuck it.
We've already got 4
Ron's
people.
playing too.
Yes,
7.
She doesn't want to. You're gonna have to argue with Heidi.
It does
Heidi-
12?
Heidi doesn't want to play
It
with.
does
black.
12, right?
No.
No, we're doing 12, right? 12 people?
He wants to play too now.
I don't. I'm just-
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't
you
pull a
play
card.
too.
I don't have time.
Well, then we'd have 5s, which means someone would play black.
Oh, we don't have the expansion.
No.
Do
we want- Do we want to do the basic, or did you want to try the new encounters?
Do it.
Well, Andrew can play then, but Andrew Rose cannot play black.
I have never played black with you.
I don't have time.
I just want to see.
Really?
I just want to see the
Never
ships,
played
really.
Morels is a great
Is that
game.
a truthful statement, Andrew Roll?
That we've played together, and I've
Never played Black?
no, I've played every faction,
Okay.
almost.
Morels is a great game. If you think the rules are bad in the Two
I'll take
Lanterns
that
version,
out. We're playing with the airship expansion.
Are we? Oh,
Yes.
sweet. So we need.
use the
Everything except for black.
Pegasus Spiel version
Oh.
is superior.
I'm just.
But
you don't get the
blue, and
expansion.
That's it.
Yeah, just watch the.
Play it, Watson. Play it. Tell me how you think you like.
I'm thinking like this is going to be a showdown at Game Fair this year. Like he's going to be like, "Yo, you,
Watson, you show up to Game Fair, I will crush you. I will crush you at
I will
Morels.
make you a mushroom omelet. Yeah.
And it will be delicious, and we will enjoy it together, like good friends. Morels is great.
Can I see your airship for a minute, Richard? Thank you. There you go.
These are chunk. Is that supposed to be a hexagon? No.
Nope.
Just shove it.
We'll usually put the base on first.
That wasn't between.
I think we should play with the. Did you want to play with the counters?
Can you put goods on it?
Yeah, let's do
What
it.
is the purpose of it?
Let's add the box.
What are the rules for the ships?
We'll explain those in a minute. Richard.
yes,
Go ahead.
get all my beautiful miniatures with their little literal scythes."
Let me know if you need me to just drop my food and run in.
Nope.
Drop your food and run in.
Nope. What color would you like to play, Heidi?
Purple.
Oh, you're not going to do it randomly?
I've played the most, so I'm letting everyone else pick, and I'll just take whatever's left over.
Oh, I've
Sloppy
always been
review.
assigned my stubby side.
We can do that too. Do you want?
I always do random. So.
Let's
Yeah,
do
I've
random.
always done it randomly inside.
Okay.
The boards were random. Everything was
Pull
random.
one. Pull one for Heidi.
Watson says he thinks the rules for Morels just jump around too much, and he will be at.
I feel good about it. It's on my
This is
side.
this is actually fairly convenient.
And so he
I feel
will,
good. This was on my side.
Joe. Joe.
Pull one.
Let's do it.
Pull
We're
one
gonna be
for
best
Heidi.
friends, Watson.
You're not industrial, are you?
Huh?
It'll say up right there
Also, Watson, you're
It
technically
does
correct.
not say.
on this
in-
board.
on this board. Over
it
there.
says yeah.
You should not play that.
Okay.
Let's put him back in again. Soviet with industrial can be very unbalanced.
I lose a lot of games, so I don't really particularly care.
Pull one. Pull one.
I'm back to being tired. again.
Agricultural.
Pull one for Heidi. Pull one for me. Thank you. It's back in the box.
3. Woo!
Nice.
Alright, so you are ready.
You want yellow? Yellow? It's yours. You set that up on the side. Like this.
Okay, so you got your
Bjorn. Where'd you get these bags from?
Board Game Geek sells them.
Oh, the bits baggies.
You get all sorts of games. Yeah.
Have them for almost all the factions.
No, they'll get cheap times if you get all of them.
You guys want some pumpkin seeds? I feel like I'm hoarding all the pumpkin seeds.
It's alright.
Pumpkin. Good.
Pizza should be here. Less than half an hour, maybe.
Yo, we get some za.
What do I owe you for the pizza?
Nothing.
Okay, I can pay you that.
Yep. Exactly.
So, Richard, you do or do not need a refresher?
I need a bit of a refresher. I know, like, I have a general overview in my head, and
Sure not what my people look like.
There.
It's like Will Scythe. Move, seek, make.
well, I haven't played that either. So,
Richard, these are your cards.
oh,
No,
So-
my people in my game don't look like that. Are they custom? Oh, this is an expansion.
No? It's the base game.
yeah, basically.
So,
I had too much shit.
everyone has the same actions on the top in different orders, and they have the same actions in the bottom in the same order. Okay? There's top row actions and bottom row actions. Usually the bottom row actions are more advanced. The simple rules with Scythe are anything that is red, you must pay. And anything that is green, you can choose to get. You don't have to take it.
Okay.
So, each turn, you'll have to move your... That doesn't go there.
Oh, that's one. That's right.
Richard,
got the
can you-
7,
Can you
right?
put this on 2? Each turn you'll move your guy, your marker,
Yep.
right? To a different space.
Right.
Your special powers, you don't have to worry about that. And you can actually... We can't take the same action twice. You, however, can. Okay? Your actions going across the top. What do you have? Your first one is move. So if you go on your first space, you can move 2 units, 1 space each. And you'll notice on that thing that you have 2 moves, but they are separated. They're not contiguous. So
Right.
it's 2, and when you upgrade that, eventually you'll be able to move up to 3 units.
Yeah.
Or you can gain a coin.
Right.
The next action is trade. You again pay a coin. That's why it's a red coin. And you can either get any 2 resources on a space where you have a meeple, or you can gain a popularity. The next one is production. You can produce on the hexes that are displayed. And remember, you choose to produce on a hex, not on a person. So if I have 5 guys on 1 hex, all of those guys will produce on that hex. Okay? That makes sense?
What is the blue hearts?
For 2.
2. Everybody started at 2.
That makes sense, Richard? Any questions so far?
I think it makes. So, wait,
You just have to find.
So,
that one or no?
There's just
yeah, it's the 2 spaces adjacent to your guy.
some of them are good.
Now, when you move, it's important to know, these are rivers. You can't cross rivers.
Right.
These are lake spaces because they have a lake on them.
Right.
You can eventually unlock a power, but basically this is a little starting area that we're all going to start in, so we can kind of build our economy in relative safety.
Right.
When you move only your hero onto this space with an encounter token, we'll be able to pull
From the
an
encounter,
encounter, and you
yeah.
get to pick one of those options.
Right.
Also, if you get your hero to the factory, you'll be able to pull a factory card, or you look at the factory cards, and then you pick one. That
Okay.
becomes an extra action for you. All of them have some top row action, and then move 1 unit twice. And you can see this is connected, so it's 1 unit twice.
Okay.
The iconography in this game is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what else? I think that's all of movement. Oh, if you move plastic units other than the airship into space with another plastic unit, you initiate combat. Combat, you will use your power from the dial there, from the power track. You can bid up to 7 on these tiles.
Getting the metal mechs.
Yes, I'm getting a full set of the metal mechs, and it's very expensive. You can play.
I'm hosting your.
You can play a combat card
Okay.
for every plastic unit you have.
Okay.
So if I jump two plastic units in with your plastic unit, I can play 2 cards. Now there's 2 ways you can play. You can play. I can choose to only use my power out of here, or I can also play cards. If you bid at least 1 power either from here, and whatever power you bid, if you win or lose, you lose.
Right.
Ties go to the attacker. If you bid at least 1 power, either from a card or from there, you get to draw another card. You put a card in here, and then you reveal. What you can do, if people are being super canny, you can play a card face down, indicating that you're not playing a card. But if people are watching, you can be like, I'm going to play a card, and then not actually play it.
Do I get one of these combat dice?
We only have 2 in the base game,
Oh.
so we'll trade it when combat comes in order.
Sure.
You only ever need 2 at a time.
Yeah.
Right.
What else? Okay, that's all of move. Produce, you produce on hexes. Okay? However many guys you have, you pick hexes with your meeples, and you can technically choose one you don't have meeple on, but only your meeple produce. So if I have 5 guys here, I would produce 5 wood. The resources are at the top of each. Interesting fact, I'll get into that later. What's after that? You have bolster. You can pay a coin and then either get 2 power on the power track, or, and she should be on 4 power.
Or,
Yeah. Or you can get another combat card, and combat cards will live over here on this spot. This is the breakdown of the combat cards.
Okay.
So if you ever, and you can look through the discard pile if you want.
right.
In addition to that, we go to bottom row actions. So if you have the resources to pay for your bottom row action, you can take them. So all these bottom actions, the top row actions are in different places for each player. The bottom row actions are the same. The first action is upgrade. You pay a certain amount of oil, and you can take one of the cubes from the top and put it on the bottom. So I could take this, say I wanted another bolster, right? I can take this and I can put it anywhere. It doesn't have to be 1 for 1. That makes that action cheaper when I take it subsequent times, and it makes this one better. So upgrades are almost always great. The next one is deploy a mech. You pay a certain amount of iron. You also get the reward down there. So if it's a gold coin, you get a gold coin. You get to deploy one of your mechs. One of these guys. When they come off the board, when they come off here, and
You get those powers.
Yeah, you get whatever power they have.
I do remember playing
This
that.
is where you get your river walk power, and you can walk over there. You can cross. Now, it is important that river walk only controls what you can walk to. So it is very possible to walk to a space and then not be able to go back. The next action is build. Build your monument, which just gives you hearts. The mine, all mine spaces are considered adjacent. Your mine is considered adjacent for your team. So if you don't have the resources to build a mech and you want to escape, you can build one of these to go out. The armory just gives you a power. The mill is the interesting one that people often mess up. And this is for you stream too, because a lot of people miss this. When you take the mill off and you place it down, if you notice, there's actually a hex. And I'll see if I can show this.
So in the next round, you're actually.
There is, hold on, let me stand up. This is an oft-forgotten rule. There is a hex right here. So you do get your 2 normal productions, but this space also produces.
Right.
People often think that it doesn't, that they have to spend one of their production spaces. So if I had this right now, with 2 production here and the mill, I could make these 2 produce and
the
this
mill.
produce. And also, if I had this, this would trigger this entire square. It's a commonly missed rule.
Okay.
After that is
Yeah, the mill
enlist.
produces all by itself.
Yeah. After that is the enlist action. You're basically enlisting recruits. You take one of your circles, and you should have another circle down there somewhere. On the hole.
Oh.
And you take it off and you put it on your board on one of these spaces. You
All
can
your
see,
holes are filled to begin with.
you see that there's a dude here. That's the same symbol as the enlist symbol. When you cover up one of these, you get whatever this benefit is. And that from now on, if I ever take another enlist action, I'll get this card.
Right.
You see how this has 3 people in a circle around it? So if Heidi or John take this action, this bottom row action, I also get that reward.
If he has, yes.
Yeah, if I have it unlocked.
Right.
He has it
Okay.
unlocked.
Your guys go on here and you produce people on village spaces, which are the ones with the meeple.
You breed.
Yeah. It only takes 1 person to breed, though. Interestingly enough. That's movement. That's everything else.
But if you breed too much, you have to start paying
Yes.
for those people.
The way to end the game is to get 6 stars. Stars also have to be on your
You
player
mean the
mat.
way to win.
No, the way to end the game. I've won this game with 0 stars.
Oh, well, that's true. Okay, you got it.
Your stars have to be displayed on your mat so everyone can see them. So do your coins at all times. Whoever has the most coins at the end of the game has the strongest economy and will win.
Because
Do we wanna
coins are victory points.
Can we toss the encounters box up there just so everyone knows what we're playing with? So we're gonna
Anybody
start with
will actually be able
1,
to see
2,
it.
3, 4,
I don't know if I
5.
played encounters.
Encounters just came out. John is kind enough to let us play with it. It adds fan-made encounters that are they're a little bit fresher and different, and they do crazy things compared to the original one.
Oh yeah, no, I played Wing Gambit.
So the way to end the game, whoever has the most coins and the best economic engine, therefore, wins the game. But the way you end the game is by getting 6 stars. You can get such stars for placing all of your upgrades. If you upgrade everything in the top, you get it. If you deploy all 4 of your mechs, if you build all 4 of your buildings, you enlist all 4 of your guys, make all 8 of your little people. You also get objectives, which are
Green.
I don't know where they are.
Still in the box.
Probably still in the box. Objectives are cards that will, yeah, they're just in here. It'll be an object that you can do to basically, if you complete it at the end of your turn, you can declare I've completed this. This one's balanced workforce. Have the same number of workers and recruits. Say I've got that. You can put a star down. You can only get 1 of these unless you're the black faction. You can get 2, but everyone starts with 2. Here you are.
Thank you.
You only have to complete 1. My pro Scythe tip is this. If it looks like those are garbage and you can't complete them, don't waste time trying to complete them. I'll also try to be as helpful as I can turn to turn. Objectives, you can get stars for up to 2 combats. If you reach 18 on the popularity track, there's a star here. Or if you reach 16 on the power track, you also get a star. At the end of the game, your popularity, which tier you're in, 1, 2, or 3, will determine how much your stars are worth, how much area control is worth, and every 2 resources you control at the end of the game. It should be noted the factory, if you control it, is 3 spaces. Control is also interesting because buildings can control something, but as soon as someone else has another unit there, be it a meeple or this, Heidi would control this, I would control that. What else?
But little guys wouldn't.
No, even these guys will control it.
Really?
They're over a building.
Over a building.
Oh, I thought.
If you move on to a space, resources are gained on the board and remain on the board. If Heidi jumps in and steals this, and where there's not a combat, she scares off my people, and people think she's a dick. So she actually loses popularity. For those of you on the stream, we're just gonna getting finished set up. As I mentioned, we're gonna be playing with the Wind Gambit, which is why we have airships out, and we're gonna be playing with the Encounters pack. So Heidi, how many cards do you get? 1?
I get 2, right?
No, that's missions.
Oh, I get 1.
1.
1 yellow card.
Richard gets 2.
Yeah.
You get none.
I get nothing.
I get 3.
That's super rude.
Make sure you have clean hands to get my
You
game
can't
message.
take me anywhere.
I know that. Heidi, how many coins do you get? How many coins you get, Heidi?
I get 5.
5 coins.
I actually can read my boards.
3 or 5.
Richard gets 7.
You don't have the upgraded coins?
3. This is my second copy.
Okay, I was wondering because it's you.
What does that even mean?
That was a compliment.
5, 6, 7.
You're like the king of Scythe, and for you to not have upgraded coins, it seemed weird.
I have 2 copies of Scythe. This is the one I travel with. It doesn't weigh
A lot.
Doesn't weigh 20 pounds.
Yeah, it does.
I get 6.
All Scythes weigh 20 pounds.
My copy is very, very heavy. And I also have everything sleeved. It's just, it weighs more than Gloomhaven. I'm just going to say that. And I'm getting metal mechs for it, as someone mentioned. So,
Metal mechs? They make metal mechs?
Yes, they
yes,
just
they do. They just came out.
Bad.
They're very expensive.
There you go.
These are our resources. Heidi, you are managing resources.
I am?
Yes, you are.
All right, then I gotta
You and
get
Richard.
my olives out.
For everybody.
Yay. How many
Not
coins
for
do you get?
everybody.
Huh?
Oh, I already gave you.
You gave me the money.
I'm
6,
gonna order
and
from
I
Pizza
get
Hut later. They have
4.
gluten free.
I really hope I'm first. Because I have 4 coins.
You are first.
Okay. And remember, coins have to be on front, top, we're good. With a bank over here.
Yes, this is a game all about transparency. Not that anyone pays attention to transparency these days.
And we're going to play with a standard. The Wind Gambit adds 2 different main things. 1, airships, and 2, alternate end scenarios.
Is this everybody's encounter?
Yes, no, it's not an encounter. It's a airship power. Yes, everyone will have this.
Oh, I was hoping it was mine alone.
No. We're not.
I
Gonna
was like, oh, this is nice.
we're not going to be playing with the extra encounters because this is Richard's first full game. So pull one of these. So you
I
will
can't
take.
get these open.
I'll take care of it.
Because I'm afraid I'm going to open them and they're just going to explode.
These actually do come with the. You can just split it half and half. Actually,
I think that's wise.
these do come with the game by default. This is an expansion. These bags are an expansion, but everything else with this,
Yes.
other than the encounters, is the base game.
Do you actually own this game?
I'm speaking to the stream. Heidi, don't
Ether.
don't ever change.
I won't.
I know that. That's why I said it. So, when the airships enter the game, they have two powers. One is more defensive, one is more offensive. In this case, we have drill. And I'm going to wait for Richard to come over here if he's headed this way.
No.
So what else can we, is there anything we can go over for time? Let's go over this again with Richard once he's here. So Richard, there in this, with airships, there's two cards, a defensive and an offensive, which is red. Airships by default cannot be involved in combat. They fly above everything.
Okay.
You can
Not
move them.
behaving.
You can move them for a move action, but in this case, this game, they will move 3 spaces. Okay, whenever you move them.
Okay.
They also have drill. Your airship's territory has a tunnel that only your workers may move through. So if I have this guy here, I could move him to here because your airship is drilling.
Interesting.
These are all tunnels that are already there.
I see. Yeah.
And let's put that over here by you guys.
And this is a tunnel
see it.
you can build.
Yep. And the other one we have is Siege Engine. An opponent may not move their character and mechs out of your airship's territory unless they pay you $1 per unit.
Okay, so you're. Wow.
Well, your opponents can't do that?
Yes.
Okay.
I've played with this one before. I put this here.
That was just rude.
It was rude, but it also there's 2 meeples
You know
here,
what this is?
Yeah, it's a factory. It's a target.
and it's worth 3 spaces at the end. This can either hold resources or meeples. In this case, there's 2 meeples here. So in addition to that siege engine power, it can hold.
I'll get it for you. Yeah, sure. What do you want?
You can hold. So you can hold up to 2 people on this. Okay.
What about Andrew?
I'll get up when we have a chance with the turns. Don't worry about me. So this can hold 2 people, and you can take them around.
Take them around.
While they're in the air, they're safe. Pretty much nothing can hurt you when you're
Can it normally not hold 2 people?
No, it's dependent on the card. So Richard, you have your combat cards in front of you, which you probably want to take a look at. And we have our starting scenario stuff. We're playing with the base start game.
You don't have any combat cards?
I start with 0.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah. It's
so-
that yellow thing up top.
And just to go over everyone's powers really quickly, normally everyone can only move on their space. You see the top stream? On their space once. Richard can ignore that. And I think it'd be helpful if we all announce when we get new powers. John's ability, his people are very good at being resourceful. Once per turn, he can turn a combat card into any resource he needs, but only once per turn.
This is why I don't start
My
with any.
ability is called Meander. When I go to a combat location, or when I go to an encounter token with my guy, I can choose 2 options. And this is fun because I have, in various occasions, helped a village out to rebuild and also burned it to the ground.
I mean, this is how role playing goes. Yes, I'm.
Heidi has workers who can swim. So
We're swimmers.
they can just ignore rivers and walk over them because she has little gnomes.
the
dog paddle.
The hats are water dynamic.
Yes.
So we did, and I'll probably,
And we have bears. Oh no, water buffalo.
if you need help with your turn, just let me know. I'll help you step
Okay.
through it, and I'll try to make sure that
Yep.
everyone gets all the stuff they need.
Because it's 1 action per turn,
Yes.
and then all the things cascade from that 1 action. Yes, please. Yeah.
If you have any questions, what is it? This is mountains. Iron is mountains. This is tundras.
Okay.
This is forests.
Yes.
Village farms.
Yeah.
So you may have a card that says like control.
And these are lakes,
Yes.
Mhm.
not
Yep.
rivers.
Right. Okay.
Like I can't swim through lakes.
Let's just get going so I
Okay.
can
Awesome,
I will
awesome.
observe.
It is my turn to go first, and it is almost always a good idea to move first. So I'm going to move. I'm going to go here and here. And Heidi, it's your turn.
And I am going.
Thanks.
Hold on. I'm actually going to... Sorry, I'm going too fast. No, that's fine. Just
You sure?
yes.
Yeah, absolutely proof.
I'm moving this. Heidi.
Okay.
I'm going to go grab myself some pizza.
I'm going. What am I going to do? I guess I will
All
move
the
as
most
well.
amazing things, I'm sure.
Right? And I will move here.
Okay, Duke.
And we can move our airships too, right?
Yep.
They move 2, right?
They
Three.
can move up to 3.
3.
And our main people can only move 1 though right now.
And here's the funny thing with the airships. As the airship travels through,
I can pick a dude up,
you
right?
can pick up, but only the little wood guys.
Right.
And then you can spit them out on the other.
Spit him out on the other side. So I'm going to pick him up and go here. And spit him out.
Thank you for those.
Your turn.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
I moved.
Just one space.
I moved him 1 space and I moved my airship 2 spaces, picked him up on the way and spit him out.
Okay.
You know, I like danger.
Oh.
So,
This is what I forgot when you got up. At the end of the game,
yeah, leave that down.
You destroy everything.
additional points can be gained for every building you have that's adjacent to a mine space.
Yeah.
So if I have a building here, I get points for this. If a building here, counts for both of these. But if I also have a building here, I don't count this twice.
Okay.
Those are it's 2 to 9 coins at the end of the game.
Adjacent to mines?
Yes.
Or adjacent to towns, I mean?
No, adjacent to mines.
Since I like to live dangerously,
Ooh.
I'm gonna move this guy. Right? I can move this guy
Mines or tunnels?
here.
Those are the same thing.
That triggers that, right?
Nope.
No.
Only the plastic.
only
guy.
the plastics.
Only your leader.
Only
Okay.
your leader.
Well,
This is the bonus here.
I know.
But you can get your leader started on his path to that.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Put it out on any
Da, comma, da.
anywhere on the board.
Right.
And
Go
it
ahead.
counts as another planet.
I'm gonna go against the grain,
Good for you.
and I'm gonna produce,
Yeah, see, I almost did that.
and which means I go to food. It goes right there, and I get a little people,
Now that we've gotten through the base explanation,
You
and I can't do
breed.
the bottom
You
thing. So
bred.
yes, I am done.
I will also produce a dude and a wood. That's my turn.
Look at you go. Alright. I
so you want them to all be close by. If you look
am going to produce. Look at me. So I'm going to get a wood
power number below,
and a lead.
that's considered power.
Call them lead, not metal. Interesting.
No, it's called metal.
Well, you said lead, so I was asking questions. You know what? Because I'm in a hurry for disaster,
I'm
so
never
we're
on
gonna
camera
move
when I
again.
talk.
And that
So you gain and
Pull it
count.
off the board.
You pick it up, and then he gives you a little card, encounter card. Then you read it.
You might not read it. Some of them say don't read out loud.
Oh, really?
The new ones, yeah.
Then the new ones, yeah, because there's some of them that have ongoing effect.
it doesn't say that. So, collect your quota until your next turn. When opponents pay resources to take bottom row actions, they must place their resources on your character's territory. Man, I wish this was later in the game. Confront the approaching mech to save the farmers. Pay 7 power if you have the combat cards to gain 3 popularity and 2 food. Don't have that either. Incite the farmers to fight the mechs with their size. Pay 3 popularity to gain 1 mech. And I wish I had
Nobody
one more.
had-
Wish I had one more. So,
What's your heart at? Isn't it 4?
Yeah, it's hard at 4.
oh,
Yes. I fixed it. I was like, it's weird that-
So I could pay 3 popularity to gain
Yes.
a mech right
Yes.
now, which is pretty rad.
I did
What
that.
do you like to do?
Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Let's see. Move between any village you control in the factory. In combat, where you have at least 1 worker, you may play +1 card.
Yeah. I do.
One.
Walkers and
Yeah, that's usually the one or at least that's the one I think makes sense.
By
But
the way, with the card one,
When you say you take one of these.
you cannot drag people into combat, lose combat, then make other people pay popularity loss because you're not threatening anybody off. You're just a jerk for bringing them in.
so yep, Riverwalk with my
Well, it goes through.
Anything you get
Yeah.
with a
Next
card
come out.
happens in the place where the guy is.
sweet right by the river. All right, so yeah, that's the thing.
And now, all your plastic has Riverwalk.
Yep.
Except for the airship.
Oh, the airship doesn't?
Well, it
Float
can,
It doesn't carry it. It
Oh,
goes
that's
over it
true.
anyway.
It has river fly.
The river fly. That's right.
There you go.
it has fly. It doesn't need
It's
walk.
fly.
But your airship does not get the abilities off the board. So it'll never get +1 movement.
Andrew, are we getting any questions?
So
I'm sure we're
move.
not, but you know.
I go
Not that I can
there,
see.
and
So far, so good, but
I
the
will move
questions
that
are
guy there.
Right, that's what I was.
They've
yeah.
got mine, right?
I don't want to touch that one.
Where'd you move?
I moved this guy here and that guy there
Okay.
because the mine says I can make him go like that.
I'm gonna turn. I will move.
Oh, yeah, because we can tunnel between our airships.
I'm gonna move him here on my airship 1, 2. And I will resolve this encounter. Thank you. There is a tiger and people with night eyes and a giant mech and an airship. It says, help the soldiers by looking after their pet. Gain 3 coins or skip your next turn to gain 9 coins now. Procure invaluable intel from a loose-lipped pilot. Pay 5 coins to an opponent. You gain their faction ability for the rest of the game, in addition to yours. Stow aboard to spy on your enemies. Pay 1 popularity to look at your opponent's objective cards. Gain all of your opponent's objective cards. Gain 1 of them. I'm going to gain 3 coins. And not skip my next turn. And then I'm going to use those 3 and 2 more to buy Richard's faction power for the rest of the game.
Relentless.
Really?
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, that's a nice faction power.
So I'm now relentless for the rest of the game.
Oh well, that's
Nice.
gonna be annoying. Anyway,
Yes, it will be. All right,
That's it.
my turn. I'm going to move,
That seems rude.
and I'm going to move him 1, and I'm going to move
Great question. Let me show you how this works. So what happens is
such decisions. Him 1. All right, so I get an encounter.
you get rid of a power. So go start with 4 in this bucket and 4 in this bucket.
May I have an encounter, please?
Ah.
I know I've gone into detail.
Thank you.
You get rid
Oh, so does that mean not to read out loud the little red sign over a person?
No, that's the automata symbol, but you shouldn't use it with the automata.
Oh, okay.
You put a satellite there, but anybody else can put their satellites in that same space.
So I can boast of your exploits over a cup of tea. Gain 1 food or 1 popularity for each encounter you've had, including this one.
But he now
Bet on a game of lawn tennis. Choose any coin currently in your possession and flip it. If the result is heads, gain an identical coin. If the result is tails, lose the coin. Stall the visiting dignitaries. Pay 1 popularity to reposition each opponent's action token.
I'm done.
What do you do?
Yeah, that ain't gonna stall many.
What does it do?
I pay 1 popularity to reposition each opponent's action token.
Oh,
That
Well,
doesn't do much for
it'll
relentless.
hurt him.
It'll hurt John. Yes.
it won't hurt us. Go Soviets!
comrade.
So of
Honor and
these,
Wojak.
I'm going to boast of my exploits over a cup of tea.
Okay, that's the first
I've had an exploit. I shall boast about it.
Hey,
I
Watson's
gained
asking what the least favorite faction is.
Black.
black.
Overall, people's
Black.
least favorite faction tends to be black.
Yes.
To play against or play as?
Play with.
Both, actually.
Yeah.
I've found it's not. People often miss.
I don't mind playing.
They can get any number of combat stars, so people
Yeah.
tend to make them very aggressive. They also can complete both of their objectives, which people often miss. So,
You can complete any number of objectives.
but you only ever get 2, except maybe with extra cards. So you can seem very combat-like, and people will run away from you. But if you're going to play a combat game, you're likely going to have low popularity, so you want to finish the game very fast.
Right.
And because of that, people tend to want to play longer games of Scythe. And because black tends to make the game shorter, people get irritated because they're like, my engine would 3 more turns and my engine would have been ready. And you're like, well, it's done now.
The black faction, if you have an experienced Scythe player, it's almost impossible to beat the black faction.
I don't think that's true.
Watson says black is his favorite.
Good on you,
And
man.
I bet you Watson can win this game in less than 45 minutes with the black faction.
My record is with
I've seen
this-
someone do it in less than 25 minutes with the black faction.
38 is my record.
Ryan did it in 22 minutes with the black faction.
He's also playing against you.
No, he wasn't. I wasn't
Let's
playing.
let's go.
All right, I'm going to do gain 1 food and 1 popularity for each encounter you've had, including this one.
So
One.
one popularity for. Oh, I moved down.
You moved the wrong one.
Yes, she should still be here, and you were at 4, so now you're at 1. Okay, and you can get your own.
I get a food, and I get a popularity.
I already moved you up. Oh, I moved you down. didn't
You moved me down.
Oops.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Up, down.
It's like, golly, I see why I lose when I play with you, Andrew.
Played with me once. Resource goes on your guy.
I played with you twice.
Counting
This
this.
is the third.
Put your resource down. Okay, Richard.
I can put it down anywhere I want.
No, it has to go where the encounter
Has to go where the encounter happened.
It can go wherever I have a dude.
Nope.
Nope. Where the encounter happens.
All encounters happen at that location. They'll be like, oh, we gained a mech on the other side of town. I'm
Watson,
glad I
I
heard about
want
it.
I want rules on that.
This is when I open my shirt and I have my Stonemeyer champions, or Stonemeyer ambassador
His high
shirt
score
up.
is 98 and the game was 40 minutes.
My high score, I think, was 201. But usually I get around 160, which is very high for Scythe. But I tend to play longer games with people.
Produce.
Sorry, I just looked
I
at the
want-
camera
I
and I
want
saw
to-
Richard face come in from the side. That chin for the win.
It's like a little sloth.
Anyway, I'm going to produce, and so I get another meeple, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And then I get a metal that goes right here, right?
Correct.
Lead.
Metal. Metal.
That is so nice.
Other cool things.
When I produce, I don't think that's. I don't have any other.
Nope.
Is there other things? Like I don't think so.
No, you can't do the bottom yet. Unless you can do the bottom.
Right.
Can you do the bottom?
No,
Are you done?
I am done.
You want to try to do the bottom by your third turn. Top and bottom.
I'm not going to
What's
do the bottom
the-
on my third turn.
But that's what
What-
they say. On the little reference card.
Yes. This is not
Yes.
going to succeed for
The
me.
little reference card they give you.
What?
If you had handed out the reference cards on how to play Scythe.
Richard, would you like a reference card?
No, I think I have a reference card sitting right here.
Okay. So I am also producing.
I don't really, you know,
Nice.
I don't plan on winning this game.
Seems
It's
like a
really,
good idea.
you know,
I'm going to produce. Boom shakalaka.
I just want to be able to enjoy
I'm
playing
done.
this game.
Yeah, I'm just relaxed. I'm not worried about Heidi with her turn 3.
Oh,
how
Lord
fast is my stuff
Almighty.
coming out.
Now I'm the bad guy. I see how it is.
Yes.
I see.
Exactly.
I see how
Now
it
you
is.
understand the true evil of Heidi.
It's your turn, Andrew.
Not my turn.
I mean,
Other Andrew.
other
Not-
Andrew.
There's
The
three
Andrew who's not
there's-
Andrew.
There's 3 Andrews here.
It's a field of Andrews, and you
Yeah,
missed
Richard.
the you missed the Richard.
You missed
I
Andrew.
missed the Richard. At least we
Okay.
didn't call you something else.
Well, that's fine too. I don't really care about that.
Killed and just missed the dick.
I don't really want to hear.
Ah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and move my mech to here, and I have Riverwalk, so I can do that.
Yep.
And then I will move a meeple to here.
Okay. Done.
Yep.
John.
I am not doing anything cool on my third turn. Well, semi-cool. I'm finally going to have an encounter.
Nice.
Put two little guys on there. I was going to do the other thing, but I think doing that is better.
Okay. Anything else?
Have an encounter.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Because you got to do that last. Let's see what we got.
Dramatic reading if it's.
Ooh.
I don't know if that.
Compliment director on his use of Mise Unseen. I think I'm saying that right.
Myzency?
Hail the ship and negotiate passage.
It's a Japanese tactic, right?
I think so. But it looks French on that card, but
I
that's-
could be wrong.
That's the last thing I want to do is power.
Whatever.
Within 2 of you build.
I'm not sure how that one goes. Use the director to blackmail your enemies.
Closest building. So like if you have one of each of these within 2 of the person.
That is actually a good one for me right now.
Or you have to do the biggest.
All right, yes, use the director. Yes, he's filming the little floating out ship. Choose 2 opponents. Each of them must either give you 1 combat card or lose 1 popularity. I'm going to choose Andrew and Richard. Because you have combat cards. I have none.
Or lose a popularity?
Or lose a popularity.
Then you're going to say, I'm going to take 2 power.
You'll lose your popularity.
Here, you can have power. I feel bad for you.
Thank you. I feel better now.
This makes these buildings.
I hear you got problems with combat cards, and I feel bad for you, son. I got no problems, but combat cards.
I
ain't
got
one of them.
yeah. I got 99 meeples and combat cards are.
I am definitely gonna move. I just gotta figure out where I'm gonna move.
These guys are supposed to come off. Because they don't do anything if they're sitting on their stupid ship.
Do they automatically?
They're
into
safe
some-
from combat.
Yeah, you can,
but
when you move them, you can pick them up and drop them off even as you're drifting along.
Just as an example, let's say he had everything over here.
when they're on the ship, though, they're safe from combat.
He can only take 2 more power. He's done at that point. Once he's taken 2 more power, there's nowhere to move from here because it can only spend.
3. I'm actually gonna move him.
So he can say,
here.
okay, I'll take 2 power for 1.
Sorry. That is my whole turn.
Only
Oh, look, Heidi. I didn't take a 3rd bottom row action. Oh no, my game has been destroyed.
Hey, Watson was asking,
How did you
explain
get across the
rules.
river?
He said the first time your leader enters a factory, you get a bonus action?
No,
Bonus card,
you get a bonus card.
which
So
is basically
yeah, well, it's the factory cards give you additional options
Pain
during the game.
to trade.
Okay, just okay. There are
I'm gonna do 2
1 card for every
iron,
player plus 1.
and then I'm going to do the
will
bottom
get-
action.
One of these cards, you get to choose which one.
Pay for to deploy a
They
mech.
will all have some top row action, and the bottom row action is
Deploy
move
my
2.
seaworthy.
So this basically, if you can see the top camera, this would essentially slot right here, and then I would have an extra action that I can take. You get to pick because
turn,
that 'cause
Richard.
it could be very dramatic depending on what your economy is. So getting to the factory first can be nice because you get first choice, but also Scythe pro tip from me: don't necessarily go to the factory if you don't need to. If your economic engine is already great and you don't have to worry about it, just go with it. I played a game where I played purple, and I literally just took the whole bottom half of the board because everyone was fighting over the faction or the factory. At the end, I
Now,
think I won because I had the
if
most
I reveal
pieces.
this, I gotta pay a power, right?
Next time,
Next time. Okay.
whatever's revealed when you take that action.
Okay. That's fine. And then
1 terraform, and then 2 bonus powers.
Oh, wait.
Bonus powers in
What?
the,
You can only produce in 2 areas
Yes, to start.
because you've only opened up 2 areas. You have to upgrade to produce in more than 2. So you can only produce in 2. So you choose which 2 X's.
Sure.
Before I go into the race. Those are, you spend QIC to do those versus
Whose turn is it?
spending,
Me.
power.
Okay.
This one is you get 3 points plus 1 point.
Now I'm going to produce.
This one
I'm
is
going to
you
get
take whatever the bonus was on one of your Federation tiles.
and 2 wood.
That green
Nice.
stays on the other side. Red
And
stays
then,
so you just
right.
get to retake the points.
and I lose power.
And this one is you get to take a free.
And then I will take the bottom row action. Fine.
This is his third turn. What's going on?
Fourth.
Oh,
But
fourth.
as far as these go, just grab one. As long as you don't have it, you're good.
And generally, when you play this game, after you get done with the top row action, you can tell the next person to go ahead and continue.
2 combat cards, please.
So while you're doing that, I'm gonna move again because I'm relentless because of this encounter card, which I took from Richard. Took his power. So I'm gonna move
Yeah, 4 power.
here,
How else do I move up the lane?
and I'm gonna move
Science.
here.
spend
I'm gonna
4
have this encounter.
to move up 1.
So could you pass me an encounter card? And I will not be taking my bottom row action. So as soon as I resolve this, I can agree to deliver a package to the farmer's brother. Gain 1 popularity and place this encounter token on any empty territory adjacent to the factory.
Use all 3 of these on this track and then get
Oh.
this one and move up again.
It's kind of neat.
So literally, you
Train the dog for special missions. Spend $1 to move a token, encounter, trap, flag, influence to any empty non-lake territory. Or steal away in the mech to travel the world. Place your character in any empty land territory.
when you move up between 2 and 3, as you can see, you get an
I'm going to agree to deliver the farmer's the package to the farmer's brother. I will gain a popularity and place this encounter token on any empty factory on any empty space adjacent to the factory.
It tells you what you can use all of these for.
Empty, yeah, empty. So which I will place it here. And then I will also steal away the mech to travel the world and place my character in any empty land territory. I will place him here. I'm also going to let you know that I now control at least 3 tundras at the end of my turn. 1, 2, 3. And for note, airships do not control land. And you can actually have multiple airships in the same space. So I control this tundra, and this tundra. So I will take this star and put it here. This is now no longer useful for me.
It's dead to you.
It's dead to me.
What's is the farm the?
The food one.
The food one.
Oh, I haven't gotten one of those yet.
You know, I mean, that is one way to get higher than the.
Well, you only have an encounter when you.
I know. I just I just took my mech there.
No, the mech doesn't do it. Only
Oh.
that guy
Only the
does.
leader.
Only the leader.
All right.
Only leaders count for encounters and for the factory. Although you can still control that space eventually.
You gain 1 science.
One science. The arrow that looks down into the golden. No.
So what happens if I go here?
Chase my dudes away.
You'll lose 2 popularity and gain his resources.
But I'm already at 0.
Yeah.
Then you lose nothing.
But if you needed to draft it.
Also, when you lose combat or
They
points
go
to scare them away,
to his home.
you don't ever lose those units. They go back to your space. So my guys
Right.
will go
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Does his airship?
She-
What about his airship?
Yes.
Oh, airship's fine. It's in the air. Her special ability, which she has unlocked, allows her to move into lakes, which most people can't do. She can also retreat into lakes. So if you beat combat here, she can just retreat into the lake space.
And I could.
Power on these.
You can spend those right now if you're able to, but you're
Not
not on
yet.
the.
No, I don't have enough yet.
Well, that's the amount of power you're not grabbing. Keep in mind, the only time you grab power is when
Whose turn is it?
It's
It is
John's.
now mine, and I am filled with abject sadness.
Okay.
Because you took his resources.
You took my stuff, and I can't go and fight you about it.
Well, this is the most aggressive farming game ever made.
It is. So this is. I ended up with an extra legendary box top.
Yes,
This
it
is the legendary box is twice the size, but I ended up with an extra top because the corner got dinged and they sent another one. Okay. But anyways, the normal Scythe cover has giant mechs in the background and people farming in the front. And people are always like, "Oh, it's a giant mech game and there's some farmers." No. It's a farming game and there's some mechs.
Yeah, there's some giant mechs in the
you start, obviously, with the terraform. And when you terraform, you go into the second step.
I feel like Heidi has the objective to have one of all of your units and then one of every resource in
So
one
it's there,
space.
right? 1, 2,
You
3.
think?
1, 2,
Looks likely.
3. I'm gonna drop all
So
those
you
guys
can't
there.
move the same unit twice.
Power that you move
No, but it was here, so I can move them to there.
1, 2, oh yeah, yeah.
And then drop them off
Yes, that is correct.
there. Because I have no need to make more little peoples.
And you get to add it up to whatever you want.
Yeah.
You get 2 ore, you can get a QIC and 2 money, you can get a science and 2 money.
And then I don't care about where anybody else goes.
Okay.
That's
I'm going to move again.
I'll
move here. I'm going to move here. And I will resolve this encounter. Thank you, Richard. This has made my game very, very different. Could you pass me a... yeah, perfect.
Yeah, you put this exact.
Because I didn't charge for that encounter, or because
No, because I have your relentless power. It's very weird.
Oh yeah.
I can share the good news with an old friend. Gain 1 food, 1 wood, and 1 oil. I can train an enthusiastic worker to use my rifle. If I don't have a worker star, I can return 1 worker from my playmat to gain 1 recruit. Force workers to work overtime, pay 2 popularity to take another turn immediately after the current turn.
Special ability is actually pretty self-explanatory.
Oh, I'm going to take 1 wood, or 1 oil, 1 wood, and 1 food. Definitely the start. And then, let's see.
I play these guys and I wipe people because like I focus so much on money.
I'm going to return 1 worker to my playmat to enlist 1 recruit. And I'm going to put him on coins because I seem to have very little coins. Actually, I'm white power. Can you advance me 2 power, please? And you can have these. This is the one. Hold on.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let me check
4,
my
3,
thing.
2, 1. Then you're going to place the 3rd mine. Then your special ability is once you build your planetary institute,
Your turn.
you only sit.
Okay.
You getting up all in my junk? What you doing, Heidi? What you doing?
Playing my game.
Okay.
So is that the one?
Okay, so this is 1 coin, right?
Yes. It actually has a little 1 on it.
You have to look close.
Richard's beard versus the wooden tokens on the board. You almost knocked it over. I was like, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen?
We'll see next time on
Richard's beard versus the game. I actually have more coins than this. It's a little weird.
I guess I'm going to produce and pay a... Well, I don't have to do that if I'm not doing the...
Did you do a bad thing?
No, I could have taken my
You
bottom
don't,
row
if
action. I
you
didn't.
don't, you have to pay a boost. If he still has to pay a boost.
You have to pay. That's uncovered, so you currently pay a power.
You still have to pay
Okay.
a power.
Oh, so even if I don't go for that...
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you've uncovered
Always
it.
pay whatever is red.
Can I
Option-
produce twice in the same...
No, you cannot.
Okay.
Let me make sure to get rid of 4 of these.
That would be nice.
And this, I can't produce there because that's the Mac, right? That makes sense. I'm just...
But you can't spend it.
You can
I
produce
can
where
spend it,
there's
but I
wood.
can't spend it right now,
Battle where
so
there's plastic.
there's nothing I can do with it yet. I need 1 more.
Who taught you that?
I figured it out on my own. I had to figure out a lot on my own when it came to this game.
That's why it always has the slash, because you have to be in position.
And I have to... I'm done with my primary action. To do any of these, I have to have taken the action above it,
Of course,
right?
once you get
No,
metal, it'll
you
be
don't-
totally different.
You have to be in that row. You don't have to take the top row action. You can just take the bottom row action. It's just not
Oh.
very efficient.
Right, because this actually gives you something relatively
Yes,
free
but
where
you
this
can't.
stuff...
You can't pick one here and there.
Right, that's what I thought, but I was just making sure that it was...
Make 3 food. Cost me 1 thing.
But anyway, that's
I'm gonna
how
spend 3 food.
I will get a combat card
Any questions?
because
You've upgraded.
Yep.
List.
And because you're taking your bottom row, I'm going to go ahead and move again.
So you have no money on your
I'm going to move to the factory.
You're done with your
And I'm going to
And then you
spend.
mentioned the
Or
first
yeah,
person to-
I'm going to go to the factory.
I knew you were headed
So I
there.
get to look at all these. I happen to be in the area.
No, is that it?
What we need to,
Um.
what we need to do is we need to,
Oh boy.
You moved the resources with your main dude?
we need to figure out.
These are all good cards.
Okay,
So for the stream, there are things on here that will give you upgrades. They'll give you coins. If you take an upgrade action here, say this upgrade normally gives me 3 coins. If I took an upgrade off of one of these cards, I would not get this bonus. So I have to decide
But he
what
gets
I want.
another bonus is hopefully better.
Well, I guess you know what, for first round we'll do, since you guys are
Resources are always nice.
Hopefully it's a better boner.
that's what these are for. So,
Better bonus.
Move around the board. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take.
Bonus.
I'm gonna
Bonus.
take this. I can pay a combat card to gain 2 popularity, and I get 2 movement if I use it. That slots over here, and that's my turn.
And that's his turn. All right.
Oh wait, sorry. Bottom row action. I mentioned I was taking.
You're finally doing that.
Yeah, which I should have done last turn.
Yes, you should have.
And I'm gonna put my mill right here. It's costing me 3 wood, and I get a coin.
Because you're upgrading?
No, it cost me 3 wood.
Oh, you're building.
I'm building, and I'm done.
3 wood. Got it. All right. I'm going to produce.
So build a mine on any.
Also,
So-
random pro tip to people who take photos of board games like me and then never post them on social media. Low pics of dudes are always very cool.
All right, you're next, sir. Put a white.
So I'm going to go there.
But
And
never low pics of ladies. That's rude.
That's right.
I didn't say it. And then I'm going to do my bottom row action again, for the 3rd time in a row. And an upgrade.
And you'll build 2, right?
And
Now, keep in mind,
I'm
you
going
may
to upgrade
because, you know,
Trade plus. So that way you can
my
know what it costs.
build
I realize
right
that.
there. Boom, shakalaka.
Okay.
Oh, and I get 2 coins when I do that. Please.
What action you upgraded?
I upgraded.
Congratulations on your upgrade.
Thank you.
I'm going to produce
you're
again.
already close to somebody, so you don't need to be close to the 3 other ones. I generally will do 1 far and 1 close. Well, I wouldn't. No, I guess it's not. I don't like
This is
doing like if you're in the middle though, you can.
And then on the production, then I will pay these 4 wood.
There's this one too, right?
I'm done with my primary action.
Want to, but I wouldn't.
Done. Paying the 4 wood to now I get to build the mill, right?
You can build whatever you want.
Anything you want.
You can build any of them.
Any of them.
Yeah. You can build the mine, the armory.
And does that move this as well?
No.
No.
That's the enlist action.
Well, yeah, being next to 2 players is never bad. It means you're gonna get
Did anybody deploy recently?
But at some
Sadly,
point,
no.
Okay.
Not for me.
I'm done though.
at some point,
You're done?
power's gone.
Yeah, I just moved 2 guys. I can't
He's
do anything.
still building.
Okay.
But yes.
I am going to.
No, you're fine. You put it where
I should have
it's
thought about this more.
Oh, okay, so yeah.
I'm gonna produce, so please drop me 1 power.
You are gonna be first to pick one.
This gets me 1 popularity, right?
Explain what the
When you take that action,
This one is a.
Oh, when I take that
'cause
action.
it's uncovering it. This is
Right.
producing because of the mill, and I have 2 more
You don't
production
get it when you
spaces.
build it.
So you.
No.
You need to get in your turn.
I'm gonna
Good enough.
produce here as 1 square, and I'm gonna produce
That was for the stream.
here. Thank you. And I'm done. I cannot take my bottom row action.
Okay.
All right. I am going to pay a coin to bolster.
Oh, you're gonna give it back, right?
This is a 1.
Oh, no, but he, I thought.
And I'm going to bolster my dudes by 2.
Turn this in. Like you get
Yeah,
four
do
cards per
2.
Mhm. And then I'm going to pay 2 wood
little buildings. You don't
Pass me 2 coins.
to build.
This one is for every.
And I'm going to build my mill.
You get 3 points, but you get signs.
And do we have anything in particular that these need to be built at certain places?
Yes, adjacent to mines, remember?
Oh, so this is adjacent to mine, so that's good. Alright, so I'm going to build there and I get 3 coins when I build.
And QICMB money.
Oh, that's okay.
3.
Hello, sir.
I made that mistake. It's fine.
And boom, shakalaka laka.
So, Richard.
All right.
Now-
So
yes, Richard, I got it right.
Oh, you got it.
yeah,
You'll need that. because
you
need
did.
to cover it.
Yes.
That'll be used at some point in the game. Once you
Gonna
use-
move,
Yeah, you get that. All right, man. You are-
and I will move this guy here,
I don't know what you do.
and I will move
So that's double
this
bonus.
guy
Plus you
here.
get the extra 4 to start out with, too. Not a bad read.
I can't walk across a lake, right?
Cannot.
Like, the only one I would say that only he would have been interested in the beginning.
Though mech would make sense. So, and oh, I can spend that. So I can spend my oil. I pay my oil, and I get an upgrade. The gears. The gears are upgrade, and I get
Upgrade.
Yeah.
Yes.
upgrade. So.
It means you move one of these guys.
Oh, okay.
So you increase the things you can get, and you put it down here, and that lowers how much it costs you to do something.
Right. Well, clearly, I need all the goods. So.
And I do not have upgrade as a thing, so.
Okay. All right, go.
You get something,
Or,
somebody does
pass
a
me
bottom
another
row
coin,
action.
and
When
it's
they
your
take
turn, John.
the
Oh, I thought it was something from another card. Alrighty then. So then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna produce. And I get a metal
So yeah, that's fine.
and 2 food.
Now keep in mind, you won't have the big.
And I lose power. And I'm gonna take the 2
I'm
food
watching you guys with his bag.
and a combat card
For the extra resource.
for the extra resource.
So give me a combat card.
Oh, because you know
Are
how
you?
some
Oh,
people
you're
are
not.
afraid
I'm doing an enlist.
Okay, so you get a combat card first because it's your turn, and then I get it second.
Not when you get it. At the end of your
Thank you
turn,
very much.
however many you have built.
And I'm gonna do
Remember, you
the,
have to upgrade. So if you, like, she took one with mines.
that
She
one.
upgrades her mines.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to take my action to bolster. I'm going to pay a coin. Can you please move me up 2 power, Richard?
Sure.
I'm just asking about.
What power was I at?
3.
The one that says-
I should have moved up 2 last time. Oh, no, it's fine because I
That one
produced.
gives you 3 science and
Totally
3
good.
order. You start
I'm going
with
to
that.
spend
You start-
1,
here's the thing. You start with 3 science,
2,
you're gonna get one under
3 actions to upgrade. That's my bottom row action. You can go. You do get you get a power,
This one?
Yeah.
It's not a bad one.
and I get 3
I'm
coins.
going to pay to
Andrew wants to
trade.
know, do you have the Ink Scythe game mat?
Yes, I do.
He says his arrived.
What'll happen is.
Oh, it's really nice.
Paying to trade.
It's fun. I like the problem I have with the board sometimes is when you're unfolding it, it gets a little bit like disconnected, and it's nice to just roll it out. It is slightly bigger.
Your turn.
I since I have 2 copies of Scythe, the giant one I think is about yay big. For looking from above, it's never mind. You can't really see, but
you
it's
like the
it's
roll?
in between the bigger board and this one, and it's slightly bigger. So if you've played Rise of Fenris and seen a few things, there's some things seem a little smaller than maybe they need to because they're designed for this board. I like it. I thought at first the not minions. The minis might have issues with the neoprene, but it's thin enough that it's not really an issue.
And then
I'd actually like it if it were thicker, but it's nice. Jamie asked for feedback, which is why we have the stitched corners, which is really nice.
Oh,
I
it's
enjoy
that
it,
or that.
and I
It's
use
one
it-
or the other. Sorry.
I use it every chance I get.
Sorry. I didn't look at the card, so it didn't matter.
It's all good.
All right. So we'll move because he's in this
Yeah, I'm starting to like
space,
those
right, Andrew?
mats.
This is basically like a pseudo mine.
That is considered to be a tunnel for adjacency purposes, so you can move right there.
But only workers, I thought.
Oh yeah, she's
Only
right.
workers.
It's only workers.
Sorry.
And then you get this one. So that's one more.
Well, then I'll just keep doing what I've been doing.
Oh, okay.
Well, I know it's only workers that can carry it.
But only workers can tunnel. It
That's what it
says, yeah, it
Check the
says,
card to be sure.
your airship's territory has a tunnel that only your workers may move through.
You get a science? You don't get that. That's not until you go.
That's good because I would have messed that up several turns ago. Are you
You
done?
get that one, yes.
Okay.
That's what I got.
I wasn't sure if you were doing something else.
Did you get your extra worker from your?
I will
So you should have gotten 4 workers.
produce. So please drop me a power.
The white. Yep. So move your white up.
It's like everybody has their own little like. All right, you do this command and you do this command.
And I am done.
There you go. And then.
I
Okay.
can't take my bottom row.
I'm going to move.
You got 3 extra money. Yeah, I got 3
I'm going to
Yep. Yeah, like I said,
river
these
walk
guys,
to there,
when their money train gets going,
and
well, the thing is you
I'm
need both
going
countries to get, but
to
once that money train gets going.
go into that lake.
Alright, so,
And then I'm going to bottom action,
it's 2 and 1 workers to build one of these.
2 money and work to build them up.
and I'm going to
And you can build,
enlist.
You can build on your planet, or if you want to spend extra workers, you can get it from another.
And
Right, I mean, so if I wanna terraform.
Remember, no, purples you can only
Oh, right,
do
so
on the
it's
space
in-
station.
yeah.
That one,
let's
that
see.
one.
So this
Well,
is
pretty
supposed to be what, an
much.
alternate turn of the century, or is it
So
alternate
I'm
World War
going to
II?
enlist
It's-
my.
Or World War One.
Post World War One.
Okay.
It's
So-
a world that, it was a world that was designed by Jacob Bazalski. He also did all of the artwork. Jamie Stegmaier contacted him about it, and they kind of made this whole world. This is a base game. Again, we have the
Two
expansions.
coins when I do that.
The Rise of Fenris expansion
Or
actually
actually, I get
adds
3.
a great deal of backstory. So if you're interested, it's pretty
And you
interesting.
get a combat card because I enlisted.
Cool.
Ooh, I get a combat card.
Woo.
No, and you get a combat card.
There's a sort of a weird order too.
Boom shakalaka.
Hmm. So.
No, the space ring is the second.
Do-do-do-do-do.
So right now, she only has 1 distance, but if she moves
I have
space,
one.
I'm going to go ahead and produce.
Are we streaming live on YouTube too?
Yes, YouTube, Twitch, and
Can
Facebook.
you just put one of the addresses there? I'm posting to the Scythe group.
So is that kind of why we're there?
Those people.
Infi-
That way they can critique our play and sit there going, I don't know why that took him 3 turns.
They're actually very
They're very nice.
friendly group. Watson, if you are not a member of the Scythe board game group on Facebook, I do suggest joining. It's a closed group,
Oh.
but Jamie tends to like ask questions like about the neoprene mats. He was originally like, I don't think anybody wants these. Do people really want them? We posted. That's where, like I mentioned, myself and some other people like get stitched corners. The legendary box originally, he said nobody wants to just buy a box, and they did a poll, and everyone was like yes. And there was information about the metal mechs and the like. So all of those things can be out
Because
there.
gamers will buy anything.
Whose turn is it?
That's why
I'm sorry.
you handed me
That's
this.
my fault.
It's Arizona, twitch.tv/Arizona Game Fair.
All capitals? Lower cases?
Twitch.tv/Arizona Game Fair, right?
So I can't tell you what I would do, because what I would
Yeah.
do is
Yeah.
totally different
Yeah.
than-
With dashes?
No,
No,
just all
one word.
one word.
Like my place was-
Produced. So I produce 3 places and the mill, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the mill counts as another. So this would
The
be
mill causes
Did you
that square
upgraded?
to be produced.
yes.
Ah,
So okay, so I don't have to
No,
like
this will produce because of the mill.
Right.
So you get 2 iron there.
oh,
2.
that's what I forgot. I forgot to
Okay.
produce my mill.
And then you unlock it, so you have 3 more spaces. So you can produce on all of these spaces.
okay.
Nice, we just hit $1,700.
Woo!
Richard, do I have that right?
Yes.
Cool.
And
Oil, wood, and another meeple.
This is 4. It's 4 to go. And
Yes.
Oh, it doesn't matter, it's just 4.
It's actually in the bottom right if you look.
And
Incidentally,
you don't, and you're not required.
yes, it's always optional because you
Well,
could
but-
in theory end your game before you wanted it to. That's why it's optional.
right.
Scythe is one of my favorite games, probably my favorite game ever. For those of you who enjoy Scythe, definitely check out Rise of Fenris. It made it go from like a game I definitely really like a lot to like
And you
my
can-
favorite
you
game
still
ever.
could do the oil because this was on its own. Then
Yes,
you could do all
okay.
you
3
can
of
produce on
those.
every single space.
Oh, okay. That I have control over at
Yep.
the moment.
Yeah.
So okay.
Well, technically, you could choose to produce here, but only your meeples would produce.
Right.
I mean, the one that's gonna let me move.
Okay. Go ahead.
And then you're done.
Or yeah, I can only do that there. All right.
All
Go.
right, so then I go back and I produce.
It seems like
So we'll
that's
get
a
2
lot
metal.
of science
I never
to
actually
do that.
upgraded when I upgraded.
Yeah, you're
And
not gonna get,
well,
that's why
that's
it's
not
4
good.
points for every
And
single-
2 food.
That's why it's 4 points for every single.
And I go down 1.
And on 3,
Then I'm
4,
gonna take
5,
2
because it's
food.
hard to move up. Like the most
And 1
I've ever
card.
seen anybody get was they run 5 from one track, 4 in another, and 3 in another.
1 card.
I've never seen anybody with like 4 tracks.
To enlist.
Well, I guess no, I didn't.
And you get the enlistment first because you're this active player. Then I get the enlistment second.
You are next.
$1 to get that, and then I get 2 for my enlist
she doesn't
power.
need to spend any
Cool.
extra now to go.
And then I finally put a
Did we wanna
star.
give away
Up here for what?
Enlist stuff. All the enlist guys.
Congratulations.
Or any of the other stuff?
I am going
I
to
feel like I'm doing something.
So if I
bolster again.
and I want to
Please raise me by 2 power, which I will pay a coin for.
Yes, you would need your.
I will then spend 3 oil. 1, 2, 3. Take my bottom row action to upgrade, which will give me 3 coins, and you can go while I'm figuring out what I'm going to upgrade. And this time, I'm actually going to do it.
I am going to produce. So I get an oil and a person.
it costs the same thing.
Oh, it is not brought up often, but technically you can do any table arguments you want. Like, I will give you 3 coins if you don't attack me this turn.
Yep, yep.
Incidentally, if you're going towards the factory, either one of you, I don't plan on spending much time there.
Good to know.
So if what he's saying is, if you're willing to wait,
Yes.
It's your turn, Richard.
So I will. So can I get a refresher on the trade action real quick?
You pay a coin,
Yep.
and then you can either get any 2 resources you want on a space with a meeple. You'll notice it says trade with a little meeple picture.
Right.
Or
A
you can
popularity.
choose to get a popularity.
Right. Okay. Well, I think I could use at least 1 popularity, so I now have 1 popularity. And then I will pay 3 metal to have another mech.
have another mech.
Yes.
And I
Have
get-
another mech, Richard.
and I get $1. I have to start keeping track of when people do things.
I'll
because-
try to make. I'll try to keep track.
I forget.
Oh, you got a
lot.
neck? I get something. I get a book. Thanks.
Does the deer have any dough? Yeah,
Move
$2
any
bucks.
village you control in the factory. That seems like that could be useful.
Alright, Watson says the enlist bonus only happens when you or the person next to you
Yes.
takes the action. The yellow player got a combat card when Heine took an action, and he
Did I?
wasn't supposed to.
I'm too far away.
Oh. No, I thought you enlisted on your turn.
Now,
Yeah, it's supposed
Yes,
to be
I
next
did.
to you.
Yes.
Whoever's next to
He
you.
got the enlistment, got the bonus, and then I got 1 because of that.
you're still starting from.
No, but when I enlisted, he took a combat
Oh.
card.
So it wouldn't have been that one, it would have been the one that previously
Yeah.
had.
Is still
So just toss that one.
because it starts here.
Stick it back on the deck
Thank
somewhere.
you.
Thank you very much, Watson, for paying attention.
More attention than we are.
Are you done?
I am.
You're right. It's whoever's
Because
next to
I
you.
deployed my new mech right there.
And then you
So.
can build on
It is your
it.
turn, good sir.
Turn is normal. And the cool thing is you don't need to spend one
Finally going to do something else.
because you're the one who put it one.
I'm going to bolster. Those goes up 2. And then I get rid of these things before somebody gets rid of them for me.
Hey, I backed off. I was only there for one
And
specific purpose.
discard to deploy a mech.
These actually discard face up.
Oh,
Because you can actually check.
right.
Okay. You
And
deploy the
then
mech,
that
I get
gets-
nothing for that, but you get a coin.
I get a bunch of money for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to move.
Since it's my pricey
I'm going
one.
to move 1,
So
1,
Alright, so.
2,
Yeah, if I go.
3,
If I go to.
and I'm going to
close
move
on
1 here because I have 3 unlocked movements. I'm going to take my bottom row to spend 3 wood
so it's fine.
to build a structure. I'm going to build
One white.
this here, which will give me a coin, will give you a popularity,
So my question was,
and
had
that's
I
it.
done that,
All right. I too am going to move.
on the black plan?
And I'm going to do 1.
It's, I mean,
But
it's
you
not.
got QIC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so pull a factory card. Are you going to be taking your bottom row action?
I get to choose one, don't I?
Yes, you choose one.
No, I'm not taking my bottom.
Okay. Richard, you can probably go while she's picking that.
right.
Whatever your
Um,
times however many circles that are above that planet.
I will
Well, this
move,
those little dots.
and my movement will be
I had
move this guy
I had once where I
1 here, and then I'm going to move my ship And when I move my ship, I can pick up guys along the way, right?
Up to 2 workers.
I'm gonna pick this one up right here. This, and then I'm gonna move here,
Okay.
Oh, so it's me?
and then
So if I wanted to mine
the
The
everything.
ship can keep moving.
the ship could be.
Yeah, popularity. You need either a mech or an older.
What does it say with a?
Because that has to be on a space with.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yep. All right.
Oh, I'm gonna go that one.
And that is
Ooh,
that,
one's
and I
pretty
can't do that.
cute.
All right, go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one.
And then so
You only can get one of these, right?
I come over
Yep.
here. I'm gonna trade for 2 oil, and I can't do the bottom, so that's what I'm done with.
I am going to produce. Please drop me 1 power.
But he does charge a.
to be the eventually, don't want to do any power spending stuff.
2 here.
So science
I will
is-
produce
Well, you would have to.
1 here. I will produce 1 here. And I am done.
Okay. I am going to.
It's not like you're actually doing anything, you're just playing. In order to build there, you have to spend that much.
I'm gonna go to my special place.
What?
Blue loses a popularity.
What?
Now, do you want to deploy a mech or build a building?
I am going. That's a good question. To deploy a mech,
Okay. On any place where you have a meeple?
and I'm going to deploy speed.
Okay. And now you get 2 movement
And now I get 2 movement.
with 1 unit.
Right.
Unless it's what your mech or leader, at which point you get 3.
So I could do 1, 2, 3.
Can you move 2 villages? That would be crossing a river.
I have Riverwalk.
You
but
do
your
not
river-
have Riverwalk.
Yeah.
You have a Lake Walk.
Oh.
And that's only for your little worker guys.
Okay. So. Okay.
No, she can move into lakes.
So I can go 1, 2, 3.
Yes, you can. So you get an encounter.
Well, there you go.
Give me an encounter.
Ooh, all right. Anyway.
Keep this card without reading it out loud if you choose this option.
Okay. Are you choosing that
Truly
option?
Marshall just donated to get you to your goal.
Oh, woo! I got my 200.
Nice.
Does that mean I
So
should
of
up
the
my
people
goal?
sitting at the table right now, because it's not a competition.
Right.
It's not a competition.
Not a competition.
I'm still.
You may be winning Scythe, but
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah. Hey, I haven't met my goal yet.
Do I have more than $10 donated?
no. Last time I checked, you had 10. John has 75.
Ooh, I moved up.
All right.
Richard has.
My
200
friends
and
are
Heidi has 200.
my friends are all horrible people.
Well, you need to
Well, now's the
Facebook
time.
them again.
Look them in the camera and guilt them into.
Give
There
him
are
smolder.
children out there. Smolder.
2CW.
You know you want to donate to help children. It's tax deductible and will make you feel better as a person.
And who doesn't want to save the children with the cancer and the other
Well, this
maladies?
All
isn't
sorts
good
of
at all.
problems, yeah.
I don't
All
want
other
any of
maladies,
them.
Yeah.
You gotta pick one.
You gotta pick one.
Yeah, whatever place that place is, they're gonna turn into green light.
I can't do this one, I don't think, because I already have one. Can't have more than one factory.
Can't help it. All right. Maybe it's not a can't.
Well, I
Won't.
guess I have to
How's-
keep it
how's
because I can
won't?
only
Won't
do
work.
one.
Okay. Richard.
Okay. Well, let's see here. Let's see.
I posted to the Scythe board game group. Hopefully, I'll get some people from there. But yeah,
This
that-
card sucks.
for you.
Do you get to hold on to it?
Yes. It still sucks.
We're gonna go ahead and pay a. I'm gonna bolster. Pay my coin. And means I get my 2 power.
Well,
Was that?
3 to 5.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Yeah. We're gonna say you were at 3. It looks
Sure,
3-ish.
sure. And that's it. So, guess I don't have any.
So if I wanna just upgrade that
I wanted people who are doing stuff. I'm gonna go
Well,
there.
I've not been
Move
producing any food.
my
and 2 workers.
little guy. Finally, I get to do something useful.
So it'd be better to
Okay.
upgrade
Anything
this one
else?
because
Oh, I'm gonna.
Oh,
he's
that's right. Richard, your mechs can carry resources and people.
Mm.
Your leader can only carry resources. People
Cool.
can carry resources. You're going to
carry
upgrade.
that along. I am gonna upgrade.
So you get a coin. Can you raise him by a power?
Oh, power.
Or he's yellow
Like,
by
are
a
you
power?
talking to me? Because I
Anything else?
can try.
And let's see which upgrade I'm gonna do.
They would enjoy that.
I'm going to take my action while you're taking
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
They would.
I am going to go here. I'm going to spend
Trying
a
to
coin.
get donations.
I'm going to trade for 2
Wow.
iron. I'm going to take my
Unfortunately,
bottom row.
There's a
I'm going to
TOS
spend
involved.
these
Hey,
2
it still works.
to
I know.
upgrade or to enlist this guy.
I've read that
I'm going to
TOS
enlist
very
for
carefully.
2 popularity. I get a popularity. I get a card because I took an enlist action. You also get a card,
one away.
and you do not.
I do not.
And it's your turn.
All right. I am going
Yeah, in Terra Mystica they're workers, but in this game they're ores, so it's hard
to
get,
move.
like,
I
they're both
believe
Terra
that's
Mystica,
what
but
I'm going to do. But let me double check.
I'm finally
that.
gonna do something useful. No, probably not.
Sorry guys, I popped it in there real quick.
All right, I'll do this.
Do it.
All right, so then I get something here, and I get
Something borrowed, something new, something
something here,
old, something new.
and I get.
2. So 2
I
more.
know, but
Oh, that's the mill.
Yep. So 2 more.
to do this, I mean.
I get
if I
something
get rid of
there.
One more.
this, and then still get.
I guess I do
This
the
dude.
person. Don't really want to do the person.
Okay.
Okay, I am doing that.
But I guess it's the only other place I can
So I'll get
produce.
4,
Yep. And have some babbies.
and then
Well, I remember I started on none.
Then it's gonna take down my
And I still
power
one
every
plus
time I
five.
do produce.
5.
That's not you. You're white.
So
That
if
would
I
do it.
don't.
Pass me the top power, Richard.
I'm not going to.
Right now it's only you.
I don't have to.
Don't have to.
No, opponents may not move their character and mechs out of your
Are you
agent's
done?
territory. Okay.
So yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
I think I need
Uh,
to, but
We'll go ahead
can
and
you
produce.
upgrade?
You don't need the terraform for
Yeah, 'cause
So
I'm already there,
get
right?
all the
Yeah,
metals.
it's just an upgrade, you're already on the planet,
Right.
no more terraform.
Surprised you didn't move to the
So
factory.
if you wanna terraform, or if you wanna upgrade that into
It's
a.
fine.
Oh, I didn't realize she'd moved off.
It would cost you 2
It's all good. Just finish it.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
The foods, put the foods in there. And,
And I've already moved that down for this one.
Okay, so just, okay, and then that goes back on the far left, there you go.
Right, so then that way it's a little bit more.
okay.
It's up to you, keep in mind, you
Yeah.
need to do what you think is the.
Alright, go,
That's
John.
what I think is the
Yeah, and I don't ever like to say, because these, I can look at your stuff and be like, those are terrible.
I'm gonna
And
produce.
then like 3 turns later, you're like.
Drop 'em by a
oh,
power,
really?
please.
1. And I'm like, oh, well then, that was not
And
terrible.
I'll get
So,
2
I
oil.
patents that trap.
Yeah, it's one of those games like you can't.
That was an iron.
Doesn't help you much,
Oh.
so you have to-
But I'm gonna need one in it.
Yes.
Help you along.
Yes, so what's gonna happen is red and blue.
Anything
will
else?
actually get 1 power.
And no, because I could theoretically still do that.
I will pay a coin to bolster.
Okay.
Please raise me by 3 power. And I will go up 1 popularity because
You
of
guys
this.
traded in, right?
I will take my bottom row action, spend 3 rounds upgrade. You can go. I get 3 coins.
You did an upgrade?
Yep.
I go.
You get a power.
I get a power.
No, but there shouldn't be a diet.
Woo!
What I'm saying.
He said at the end of my turn.
No, it's the end of the
Dudes.
I would love another slice or 2 of pepperoni pizza. If there's,
I'm going
Oh, there's plenty.
to pay a heart,
I got 6 pizzas, so I think we're covered. I think everyone's
and
covered.
I'm going to deploy River Walk
Okay, but I already get one you.
Mm.
here.
it's River walking her favorite mech. He's over here.
I love John's reaction.
No, no,
He's
no,
like,
no.
No,
So
I'm
what
so
was-
afraid.
There was that little convention. What
So
was
you
it
move
last
1,
weekend?
2, or
The
might be
something
go
Walker
3.
Walker
So-
Walker Stalker.
You get to
very
tell
much.
me if
I
this
thought
is
it was a
wrong,
convention
but I
about,
think this is one.
what is it? Walker
As
Texas
soon as you
Ranger.
pass through his space, you initiate combat.
Really?
Walking
Yes.
Dead.
It was Walking Dead. I didn't know what it was. And then somebody
I
said,
don't
well,
wanna do that.
there's going to be zombies. I thought, that seems like a weird thing.
God damn it.
You sure you don't want to be in combat?
It tells you how much I don't watch television.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that was the name of their community. I mean, I could, if
Not
you
really.
said that it was a Walking Dead convention, I would say, yeah, that makes sense. But the name doesn't. I don't think of that as a name of a fandom.
Yeah.
Does that scare him away?
Yes.
The satellite.
Can you move to Iron?
Why wouldn't I be able to move to Iron?
Riverwalk is specific to 2 locations.
There's no other way to get that travel.
Forests and mountains.
So you cannot-
No, is that that's a mountain?
That's a
That's a
mountain.
mountain.
So workers
So.
done.
Gonna scare his bitches away.
So what's left to me is passing power.
Sorry, John.
Heidi is now at 0 popularity.
Again,
Right? I can upgrade one of those.
I
things
apologize.
to
John, it's your turn. Or no? Are you done?
Why are you apologizing?
Because I did it first.
Are you done, Heidi?
Yes, I was done.
Okay.
I'm not getting anything
Gonna
useful
move.
done.
If I develop this here.
Gonna move. We'll move to the factory. We'll get that in a second.
Here.
So I'm going to have to take a different tack, I think is what it is.
Right.
Yes.
This is farm.
There was 2 of those, right? Yeah. See how many I have now?
Move that there. And
Can you
then
move to wood?
yes, yes, I can do farms and villages. So
Share this.
yeah.
I'm gonna do the power thing. And so
Sorry.
that means
So I get to choose of these 3 less than great options by most people's.
Wait.
So has that free action? Is that every round?
That's a free action, so if you're gonna do that 2 and 2, then the 2 go to green, right? They don't go to
Build.
They stay here.
Yeah, those don't even get touched, because you're literally doing a free action from this use.
Got the pay 2 to build and gain a popularity.
That's a good one.
Then I
Yep.
have no action.
And then I will pay my. You go ahead, John. I'm gonna upgrade, so I think you get something for that.
Yeah, if you don't wanna.
John
do
gets a
that,
power.
then
Right. I'm gonna pay my
Those are, you upgrade from.
and upgrade. I'm gonna pick.
Seems like I'm done.
Okay, so if you're ready to turn in,
Yep.
then go ahead and hand me your.
This?
Yep. You know what?
Reaction of
Those,
moving around.
no, he's gonna turn it in because he's done with his turn, but he's not actually done with his turn. At the beginning of
Yeah.
your turn,
And
you
we're
got
gonna
4
make.
power from this thing right here.
Oh.
So these should all be right here right now.
Okay.
That one
So
should
you
work.
actually can do more
Yeah.
swap if you want to. Now, because you did that, you have 4
All right.
power.
Well, you
can spend
you could have
4
gone.
power
Oh, I'm
on
sorry.
free action.
I wasn't doing
I'm gonna
any
move
of
it
it.
again.
See, that's what I'm saying.
So
And
those guys are going to move there.
You use them, they go from 3 to 1.
Okay.
and now
He's going to go
you
there.
Oh, then I want this.
There
This
you go.
guy's gonna
So
go
you
there.
cover it up, And you get 2 members.
Then I'm going to
And that was
take
an
those
action to do that.
Okay, good.
So
and do an upgrade.
This was free.
Which means that
That's
goes
an
up.
action.
Okay.
So now it's your turn.
And
But
get a
when you
dollar.
turn in, that means you're done
And
with your
I
build
will.
order.
Figure out what track I'm gonna go on, so you're welcome to go on the.
So to move the power on the free action, is that free action to move the track? Move the power?
That one, sure.
Well,
Is this
God,
Sorry.
it's upside down for a minute.
Please drop me by a power.
free action would be going like this.
What the thing
was
was
supposed to
upside
do
down.
the
Well, it was
encounter.
upside down to you.
No, your watch
It
looked
shouldn't have
upside down
any effect
on
on what I'm
you.
doing.
It looked right side up to me for a minute.
Oh, that's how that's how I roll.
Like you were showing your watch to me the right way, but
Okay,
upside down.
this 2 iron
Yeah.
to build a map.
Yeah, I was doing. I've done that before. when we
Like
put-
you'd put it
You
on
get a
upside
coin,
down.
Put it
You
it
get a
on.
coin.
I get a coin.
So I built a mech.
Oh, fabulous.
I got 2 coins, and I'm gonna deploy my speed mech.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Speed.
just gonna put him here for safety.
Go speed racer. Go speed racer. Go.
Bum, 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 bum. Now I had
So
a
I'm just going to do
plan.
the top one. Reveal and discard the top card of the combat deck. Gain power equal to that card value.
4. Holy cow! He's racing
I'm going
ahead.
to pay to
Don't.
trade.
I think somebody. Next time you tangle it, you know.
And I'm
It's
going
like I
to
like
get
that you have a
an
mech there. It's
iron
like I now must protect all of my.
and
Well,
a.
you guys keep stepping on him, and I figured at some point he's like, maybe I should step on Andrew. So I was like,
I mean,
I'm
that's
just
a-
gonna put him up there.
That's
Med.
probably.
And then I'm going to take the 4 lead I have
Well, you stole half
Yeah.
of.
and deploy my last mech.
I'll take a star,
And I will take a star.
and you get a coin for that.
There you go.
And I get a coin? Oh, okay. I get a coin. I'll take a
Richard.
coin.
Okay. I'm going to pay 1.
Got a star on the board.
Yeah,
I won't be starless.
Let's see. Pay 1 in order to go up
Because it's always 1
2 popularity.
So since you only get 1 power, you lose 0 victory.
And then I will also pay my 3 metal to deploy another mech.
That was the medal you were paying.
Yes.
Is that what that was?
Mm-hmm.
Plus 1 hex per movement.
For your leader and your mechs.
It can't be deployed there. It has to be deployed with
Where
a
there's
worker.
an order.
Where you have wood.
Or a worker.
That's wood is.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant wood people.
Right.
Are you done?
Yes.
Job.
Yes.
Alright, so if I,
Not the resource.
Right.
That's logs.
So I lose 1. Great. And then I will.
I mean, you're right that if you just, it's like Catan, the sheep for wood, the mech for
all I
wood.
can do.
You know,
Okay.
I will.
I'm gonna
You know, that's
move.
one of the things I guess we should be doing more
Mix it
of
up
is like,
here.
if you, I will
I'm gonna
trade
take
you
him with him
1
and then drop him
wood.
off there.
Right?
If you don't go past
gonna
this
move.
line, oh, you stepped across that line. Now it's
2.
war. Like you
Exactly.
should probably be doing
Here.
Hey, Richard,
And-
Facebook streaming stopped.
Probably.
Move
Let's.
him to here. And then I'm gonna take my bottom row to build with 1, 2, 3 wood. I get a heart. Does anyone else get it? You get a heart
I
too?
get a heart.
You get a heart. I get a heart. You don't get a heart. I'm gonna put this here. And I get a coin for building. And that's my turn.
All right.
All right. I'm going
4, 5.
to pay to bolster.
you'll see it's not.
How much do you go up by?
And I go up by 2.
I think we're gonna have to pause for a second.
1, 2. And then I'm going to do 2 wood
To build?
to build. And then I'm going to build
Yeah.
my
In. Oh wait, can we do that in?
Almost mandatory
mine,
Yeah, I can.
I think. Or, you know
Yeah, I
what?
can do that. Sorry.
I gain a heart if I build my monument.
Sure. Pause for commercial break. As Facebook has decided that our stream needs to stop, so we need to start again.
Okay,
Real
if I want to
quick.
use
So,
this,
stopping the stream.
When I produced there, I didn't get any food. Do you mind if I put it there?
Starting the stream.
then I can.
So I gain a heart when I build this, right?
No, when you take that bolster action, you gain a heart.
So I want to do this.
Oh, I see. Okay. So I'm gonna head build that there, and I get 3 coins when I build.
but yeah, unfortunately.
And I already awarded everything else everybody gets.
Okay.
This one is not. I mean, it keeps me closer to the red, right? I mean, it's probably.
That's
giving you
adjacent. That's a smart place to build.
Yeah.
Yes.
Richard, it's your turn.
I know, yeah. I mean.
You know, there's something about this
So I'm
game where I
wondering
feel like
if-
I'm going nowhere, but maybe I'm doing
Did you already
something too.
restart?
Like,
I'll say it later.
Okay.
I guess if I
So
go
did
up
that.
and
Don't necessarily want to do that again. Do I have resources for? I'm going to produce.
We have 5s.
Pay a power, and now I will all the metals here. It's 2, right? Or
One for the mill, one for your dude.
Alright, oh, 2. And then I can do 1 here, and 1 food here.
And you can get an oil or a person.
Right. Well, let's see. Is that no? That's popularity. I think we're gonna leave that the way that is. So we'll produce an oil, and then I have 3 wood now. So now I will build. But you can go ahead, John, while I futz around with that.
If you have more than one person in a space and you produce, do you get to produce
So
more
you
than
get
one?
as many-
I guess
I get 2
you make the hex
coins.
produce.
Okay.
You don't make the people produce.
Oh, so only the hex
2
produces, so it doesn't
coins,
matter
and
how
I
many
get to
people.
build.
No,
it's
you get one. When the hex produces, you get 1 for every guy in there.
Okay, that's fine.
But,
That
but
was
you,
my
you don't
question.
pick, like, I don't say that this guy's going to produce. I say this square is going to produce. And everyone in that square.
What does the armory
production.
do?
When you take that action from now on, you'll get a power. When you trade, or whatever you trade.
I'm gonna.
It doesn't do anything on the board, does it?
It doesn't matter. No, there's nothing on the board, but you probably want to put it
Get 2
adjacent.
wood.
You probably want to put it here.
I'm gonna take
It's
the
adjacent to
4
both
wood.
of these, and that'll give you.
right.
That immediately gives you 4 coins.
I'm gonna build.
Oh.
So you get a thing, and I get a thing, and
Oh, and if I. So how do I get this?
That's the enlist action. I should take these off and put them up here.
Okay.
Are you done?
Okay.
I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna pay this 2 to go up 2 popularity. I'm gonna move to here. Take this encounter token and resolve this. Return home safe and sound. Return your character to home base and gain 3 coins and 1 popularity. Pay $3 or 2 food to gain 4 popularity. Choose an inactive faction's home base as your new home base. Put your character there.
And yeah, like you said, I was waiting.
I am going to
You already got these. These aren't gonna give you any.
return my character to the home base to gain 3 coins. And I'm going to choose an inactive faction's home base as my new home base. Place your character there. Those are my options. And I am done.
You're done. You've gotten your victory points. You don't need to worry
Good.
about it.
So then I will upgrade that. That makes sense.
I'm going to produce.
I don't think people are not
So,
around me,
this
but I'm not,
goes
I'm out.
and this goes here. This goes here.
So it's
That's all I want to do. And then I'm going to pay to upgrade. So that's 3 of these.
How does trading post help?
And
That gives them power.
How does
I'm
trading post help?
going to
Look what's underneath.
Gives you more.
put that there. And I get 2 coins when I upgrade.
Here you are.
Alright, so
Richard.
Alright, let's see here. So let's see here. I don't have that yet, but I can produce again because I am relentless. That's what
But
we're
this
gonna
also gives me more power from my federation. This.
down 1, and then we go more oil
Here we'll give power to red and blue.
and
Here
metal.
we'll give power to red and blue once, even though the red's also there.
Do the metals, do the resources do anything after you can't do?
At the end of the game, every 2 resources are worth
Oh.
points depending on where you are.
Okay.
Are you going to take your bottom row action?
So if it
Uh,
this way, then that works out okay. And if I move it that way, then
I don't. No, I can't. Go ahead, John. Do that.
I spend 2, so I go from 5 to 3. I spend $3, so I go from that to 10. This goes back in the left spot, and I think I'm done.
pay a coin
Oh yeah,
to trade. I'm going to trade for 1 food and 1 oil. I will then take my bottom row. I will
Wait,
pay
did
2 food, and you can go while I'm doing this. Oh, I got a power because of this. Can you raise me by 1 power?
I'm going to pay
I will get a
to
combat
bolster.
card, and you will get a combat
So I
card.
go up 3 to 11,
And then I will pick one of these,
and
this
I
one,
get a heart.
and I'll get 2 coins.
It's your turn.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and use the move action. I'm going to use the lower
So you have to take one of those?
action as well.
Mhm.
So, but we're gonna move.
Now, flip that upside down, and that means that you're done. Now, move your blue token.
Kind of hem me in here.
I don't ever take the card out because I just feel like it doesn't. There's no cards in there.
No, but I guess.
Solo play. Like,
Can I move my mech into there?
Just lose popularity.
No. Not like I cared about that before.
I exceed everything.
But it's also good that my mech is. Can you move into a forest from your?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
But I'll lose popularity because we will fight.
Well, you might not win.
No.
But I'd still lose popularity if I start a fight.
No, only if you scare off people. If you go over there and he beats you back, you don't scare them
Well, I
off.
guess I'm used to little Scythe.
The rules are slightly different between this and my little side.
I'm used to my little Scythe. You can't be a bully.
You know what?
You lose
I'm just
popularity when
gonna
you're a
gain a
bully.
coin because I'm kind of fine with where I'm at right now. So I'm gonna gain my coin. I'm gonna pay my 2 oil. I'm gonna do an upgrade so that I can.
I like my little Scythe.
Gain
I
this.
gathered that actually.
Yeah.
Little
do
did I
this
know.
Enlist action, make that less, and
There's only 3
So,
choices.
and I get another
Move,
coin.
seek,
So-
make.
yeah. Go ahead.
So what did you do? Your bottom action?
So I basically gained a coin.
Okay.
Right, from this, and I did my bottom action. I paid my oil. I upgraded.
When he upgrades, you get a power.
Yep, that's why I was saying it out loud. And then I gained another coin. Go
So
ahead.
good.
So I'm gonna.
Did you get your other coin?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna produce. So you lose a power.
So I'm lose a power. I will get a mantle and 2 wood.
Are you gonna take your bottom row?
No.
I don't mean to rush. I just know we're running short on time. I'm gonna bolster. I'll pay a coin
Oh,
for
we're
that.
We have
fine.
45 minutes.
Yeah. Can you raise me 3 power? And I get 1
You got
popularity.
someplace to be?
Oh, and I'll
And he's gonna
pay
end the game.
3 oil. And I get 3 coins from that. Another power. And you get another. And Yellow gets another power.
Yeah, you gotta.
And I get to take an upgrade, but you can go while I figure out what upgrade I'm
I
getting.
have one now.
Now the red means it does have that.
I'm going to move.
The white is just when you build it. The red means
So,
it has to be
let's
there.
see. Now, I'm going
Right.
Okay. No, no,
So
that's
I'm
fine.
thinking
to
I'll get
go,
one.
and these guys can go 2 now,
Yep.
correct?
It just depends. Right now you've got 4 mines out there, so that's worth 4 points, right? You're not gonna be able to build 2.
1,
No,
2.
okay,
It's gonna be wrong.
I'll take the.
Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to say.
That was
like,
1
don't
movement.
get me wrong.
Oh, I got what you're saying, no.
That's 4 points right now.
And
This would only have been 3.
If I move into here, I can move through here without creating combat, right?
Whereas
You just chase my guys away.
Yes. Just lose popularity.
I can move through him.
No. As soon as you hit a space that has something else,
Yeah, no.
I'll
you
move.
stop movement and stuff happens.
Right, right.
In that case, you would chase my guys away.
But that's just assuming
But
I
you
don't
can't.
wanna
So you
upgrade
cannot
any of
move.
my
If I
through
can't
it.
keep moving,
That's just
Nope.
assuming I don't
Nope.
upgrade any of my mines.
Stops immediately.
can I move through your main thing?
Nope.
It's your call. You can build more mines.
How many times have you played this?
Too many.
Where are you trying to go to?
She's trying to get
I
the
don't
encounter.
like getting blocked
You
in.
can't go there.
No, she can't cross onto that.
You can't.
I'm
go
all
up here.
blocked in with. I can't move without combat over there.
You can't go up this. Or that
The
you're.
only way for her to get here is to come over here.
Mhm.
But she has to come through all this first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well,
Exactly.
you can't end up at that mine.
I'm going
go there?
to go
One step there for
over.
No, she needs to get this guy.
Oh right.
see.
Right.
you only get one. Yeah.
I can
No,
move
and you get more than one.
so.
The estates. I heard
Diddle dee dee. Move him. I meant to move. I want to move him here instead. Sorry.
Okay. How are you moving him there? You're just going directly over the water?
Yeah, I was going through the lake from here. 1, 2. So I'm moving him there instead.
Anything else?
Yes. I'm gonna move him.
And knock over your ship.
Knock over my ship.
I'll wait till after my turn.
Let's see. I'm here, right?
Yep.
Well, I mean, it's up to you. But the thing is, you're only getting one science, right? You have no other science.
Can't go there.
Why?
Because you can only move to wood or iron spaces.
Dear God in heaven.
What will 2 science do to you?
Fine.
So you can go there.
I can go
You
there.
could go there next time you move.
That doesn't.
I'm just saying it doesn't.
I'm trying to get a mech to my other guy now. That's not working. Alright, fine. I won't move him.
You take your bottom row?
Yes. I am taking my bottom row. This one.
Okay. So
And I get a combat card.
I'm gonna pay 2 coins to build and gain a popularity.
Build.
Okay.
So I
Richard
get
is
2
red,
popularity.
And you're building, so you also get 1.
I get
Yep.
2 popularity.
I'm gonna build the monument.
Because I did the 2
Here.
popularity up here.
Okay.
So now,
Build the monument.
We're enlisting.
And then I get to move one guy
Got 2
to
spaces. And if it's a leader or mech, you move them 3.
Oh, we did not gain popularity because he did it on that thing.
Oh.
no, we don't start yet.
So yeah, I did over here because it was the lower part.
I only gave Heidi 2, but she got
Okay,
2.
so
The other thing.
then if it's a leader, I get 3, right? So
3
movement.
leader or
For
mech. So
the
if you
plastic.
if you look at the board, see this is the picture for the leader?
Yeah.
And there's a picture for a mech.
Mechs can move
where
3.
the arrows go.
Oh, and I got fast movement. Actually,
Mechs can move
That's why you
3.
get 3.
Oh, okay.
That's why you get
Because he's
3.
taking his 2 action at the bottom of his factory card.
Oh.
Can I want to move here, so can I move here, here, and here?
No, you'll stop when you hit my guy.
Can I build where you built?
No.
Nope.
Next is income. Everybody gets income.
Then I did want
Your
to go
guy's
here.
drunk.
Get income that might be on the board. I think.
Oh, so now you're taking it back, unless you can't take things back.
Blue does science.
I never said you couldn't take things back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you can move
Besides, I only took one of my movements.
to
So that was my second movement then.
so you could move to that space if you're actually. So as soon as you're there, you scare my guy back to home. You lose a popularity. No, this is my home base
Oh,
because of that card.
oh, okay.
Because of that
So
card.
that's it, right?
Yeah, I got a card that changed my home base. Remember?
No, I didn't.
There was an encounter card that changed. That's why I'm over there.
That's why
Oh.
he's over there. That's why I don't know why you're trying to get there. You're not going to make it.
Because
I mean,
I
you can
like
get
those
there.
little encounters.
All right.
Now
Go,
I've yet to
John.
get a good one.
Okay.
Did that thing trigger yet?
No, it's not going
Okay,
to.
so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to pay a coin.
Even if I do what it does to trigger, it won't trigger.
So Heidi,
why
you've
it
got an
sucks.
encounter in the space that you
I'm going to
control.
get
Why
3.
aren't you coming over
1,
here?
2, 3.
Because I can't get here
Which means I get a
without
star
combat.
Nice.
on that.
I would love to get there.
And then I have 1 medal
So you gonna build a mech?
and a card to build a mech.
Okay.
I can't even get into a tunnel without combat.
Anything else?
Thanks to you.
And which gives me $4. And do you care about it? He doesn't.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
So I want to take a minute because I reached my goal, and I think I up my goal because I
Upped
feel
your
like
grip.
I up my goal because I feel like there's a long way left to go.
Yes.
And I want to thank the people that got me there. So my wonderful girlfriend Stephanie, she went, she sort of has to believe in me, but it's contractual. It's
She really
it's a
doesn't
thing.
have to.
Not really, no, not at all. But she went ahead and donated, and then Melissa, our volunteer coordinator, she also donated to me.
Instead
I
of
think
me.
she and donated to a lot of other people. I
I
think
said
she
instead of.
yeah, and my friend Greg from Cincinnati, back we used to do sports cars together. Back when my car was considered fast in some way, shape, or form. I haven't got it fixed now though.
Yay!
Jim, he just moved. He moved a long time ago to Philadelphia, and he donated to me. It was very nice of him to go ahead.
Thank you.
And Dane gave me a small donation. That was
awesome.
very lovely of him. You know, starving artists, every penny counts,
Thank
and it
you,
was
Dane.
nice
Yes.
for him to.
That was awesome.
And Lenny. Lenny gave me a donation as well. That was really cool. That's the one that got us over 1,600. So
Hey, that's awesome.
That was cool.
Thank you.
And Julie got me to my original goal. So I think that was
That's
fantastic.
awesome.
And
Thank you.
I think people need to keep going because there's a lot of sick kids,
Yeah,
and we got a lot of time
We
left.
still got 5 hours.
I mean, there's 24 hours, but this is a thing you could do all year
Oh
round.
yeah,
So
this is gonna go on for a while.
we're gonna have a Happy Time Dungeon Hour coming up next.
I have moved and taken that item, so I'm going to contemplate my past decisions as my life flashes before me, because there's a giant airship coming at me.
Sure.
Rearrange the recruit tokens. Rearrange the recruit tokens and mechs on your faction map. I'm done.
And Dread later tonight.
And then I will pay
And
2
Dread,
popularity to gain 2 metal and 1 objective card.
It will be spooky.
I don't care about the objective card,
So much metal.
and I'm done. Heidi, it's your turn.
And you're done.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I am going to produce. No. I'm going to trade.
Wow, that's
So I'm going to pay a coin.
I almost feel like Extralife is kind of the wrong part of the year for Arizona, because if everybody was inside, we'd probably have
And I'm
more
going to get
interaction on social media. Like now that it's nice outside, like why you wouldn't,
wood.
Want to be.
Are you taking your? Are you just trading?
I'm just trading. Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to take your bottom row?
No.
Richard, she's just putting resources on the board.
I'm just adding
Okay.
resources to the board.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pay 1 to go ahead, and I'm going to do my enlist action, so everybody's going to get their enlist thing for the first time. So I pay 1 coin to do that, so I gain 2 power and 1 popularity. And then I will enlist, so I get 3 coins, right? Then I will get to enlist,
You can go well.
and then I get to choose one of these and put this up here.
Correct. And you get whatever award you put this on.
Okay.
And you don't, am I correct that you don't have to put it on the corresponding one?
No, but anyone you want.
Yeah, I didn't know that for a long time.
So
In fact, I still put it on the
if I
corresponding one.
if
because
I
thought
take this,
that
I
would be-
don't have to. Or
Put
I
it on anyone you want.
I put it on anyone.
Yeah, it's
But when I do this, I get that. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a vague sense. I'm gonna coordinate because I'm being outpaced quite rapidly in all dimensions.
Oh, I don't know about that. Let's see. John is beating us. Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm losing. It's money. Money
You have
matters.
well, yes, money does matter, but yeah, Andrew's beating us in money.
I don't have more than he does.
Oh, I'm moving.
Anything else?
And let me see. Not moving that guy.
Some of them, he helps. Like once he teaches them how to play, then he helps them. Run their own.
They were all.
So several of those
These guys were all there.
I know.
Oh yeah, this goes away. 2 of these go away.
Fine, whatever.
I see what
2,
you're doing
3.
there.
Yeah.
That's more
I-
efficient. So I moved that.
No, I know.
Honest mistake.
I
So I don't
know.
lose my
I
stuff.
was like, as soon as I looked up and saw all those, I would be like, oh, right,
Yes.
yeah,
Why do I have all those resources?
right.
Or
So right now, I can only move.
food, I believe.
Can I still only move 1 away?
For 2 food or something, you use 2 list. So I get a combat card. You get a combat card. I'm not going to bother to take the food. I also get a power. I raise white 1 power. And I get 2 more combat cards. And I'm done. Heidi, you can go. I also get a star for Enlist
I'm
Action.
going to pay to bolster. So this goes up 3. 1, 2, 3. And my heart goes up 1.
Your heart sings for those donations.
And I'm going to build my armory here. And then I get 3 coins. What is this? 3?
Build your armory? Oh, sweet.
You have to let people know when
Are you done?
I am.
Okay, so
Boom shakalaka.
I'm going to go ahead and do the trade action, and I will.
Oh, and I get a heart when I build.
So I will take 2 hearts and 1 power. I'm going just my 3 metal to deploy my last mech.
Okay, I need a star from you, Richard.
Why are you handing me this?
Because he's deploying a mech.
Oh, thank you.
And deploy my mech. So, and yeah.
But it's different because this is so integral.
Done?
Go ahead.
Yes. Okay. Great. I'm going to pay a buck to trade to get 2 wood, which will gain me a power, which doesn't do anything. And then I will build. So if you care about builds,
I do.
do you care about
I'll
builds?
go for heart.
And
You will go for heart.
Not yet.
No.
And you get 3 coins. 4 coins. 3. No, sorry, that was the wrong.
My build, I don't get
Yeah,
nothing.
I was looking at max.
I don't get nothing.
Are you done?
Yes.
I'm going to take my factory action. I'm going to discard this 2. I'm going to move him here. And then I'm going to say that's it. We're doing 2 popularity for that. And I'm done.
I'm going
So John, did you see anything from Essen that you
to
were super excited about?
produce.
I
So
haven't
I'm
spent a lot of
going
time
to
going
get
through the list.
wood
There's a couple
here.
things that are coming up, like the I can never say it right. The Teo Waka, the one that's
Teotihuacan?
yeah, the one that's
Here.
Aztec or Mayan theme or whatever?
yeah,
Well,
it's the sort of pseudo follow up to
I'm
Sulkin.
going
Right,
to
well,
That one's but
upgrade.
that was at least announced
Pay
at
to
Gen Con,
upgrade.
so
Right, well I think they had it at Essen.
they had it at Essen, yeah.
Yeah, because Zolkin is one of the few worker placement games I actually like.
Yes.
Because, well, first of all, it's got giant gears in it, right? You got giant gears, you're moving things around, and I can predict where things are going to be. Like that's,
And
I
I
like
get,
that mechanic a lot.
$2.
But normally,
upgraded.
normally I'm not a big worker
You get
placement
something
person.
Richard, can you raise me by 1 power and yourself by 1 power?
Yeah, because I upgraded.
And then Richard, you can go. And she just upgraded.
Okay.
And can you give me a 10?
I'm gonna go ahead and produce. So I take myself 1 power. The metal, oil, and wood and food.
Bottom row.
And I'm not doing that. No. Go.
Yes.
Teotihuacan?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, Teotihuacan. So.
You didn't know.
No, I did.
We're gonna move, guys.
I would not
I would not have actually built that.
I would not have put anything.
This
out
edition
there.
has the same
I'm just
problem.
like, what do I do
Because
from
it's
here?
like one of the adventures I was running. I wanted the adventure I'm running.
Which I think
Jump
I-
on my little
I mean,
boat.
And they're
It's
like,
gonna be
"No,
fun.
you don't
Flying over here.
And I was like, I don't want
Jump
to.
off the little boat.
He's stepping on my stuff.
Yeah. It's bad news.
Anything else?
And then what other guys do I have in here?
Richard, where? Never mind.
What?
I was wondering how many combat cards you released. I didn't see them. They're just over there.
Yeah, I don't have very many.
Yeah, you use one power for every satellite.
Yeah. I've done people I know who are
Well,
like,
Bottom
Oh, is that combat now?
That is now combat.
combat.
We have combat to 2 hours in.
Yeah.
No, that's
don't worry about that.
That's Heidi.
Don't worry.
Heidi has honestly been kind of asking for it.
I have.
wait, what?
You each have 1 unit.
Alright. So, now someone can explain this to me.
Ooh.
So it just mean I can play an additional
paint?
one?
Yes.
I don't have an additional one.
Well, then you should have grabbed another.
Ow!
There's things that give you cards.
You see that action? Get you a card right there.
Yeah, but I'm gonna pay a coin just to get an extra card?
When you can play an extra card, win a combat, and get a star? Yes. Okay, you guys got what you're bidding?
Yeah.
No.
I think this is an interesting way to play two different games, right?
Are you set? Heidi?
Yes.
Let's do this.
and now they're trying to change it. And what they're running up against is their user base.
You run home, which is probably good for you, because you're closer to this. And Heidi loses 0. She gets a card because she bid power.
Yep.
And then the cards go away.
Does this go away?
Just this.
No.
No, you get to choose when you reveal that.
Okay.
Are you done? Bottom row action. Upgrade.
I can't upgrade, but I did win a fight.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to produce. Drop me down 1 power, please. Produce here.
I told you that card sucked.
Here.
I told you.
And I'm going to take my bottom row action to make a mech with these 2 iron. I pick my submerged mech.
Okay,
Oh, and I can make an iron over here, which is where I'm going to pull one of those irons from. I'll put him there, and then I get 3 coins, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Well, the funny thing is that they translated them all.
I am going
So it's like you can't play it now. It's like,
to pay a coin to bolster. So that takes me up 3, but I can only go to 2, correct?
Yep.
And I get the star. And then this takes me up 1.
So you start.
So here's the star.
Wait, did you subtract? Oh, she bid 0.
Yes. That is one reason why I did 0. So, and I'm not doing the bottom action.
Okay.
It's your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Move your leader off my friggin' mill space.
Right?
maybe, maybe not.
You were easily like
Um,
power in comparison to somebody who did, which was
well, like I died on the 4th or 5th encounter. I just
well,
died, like,
I will do this action, so I'll pay my 2 coins to
like instantly. I just died. And it was like, oh.
do that, and I
Gain
give up
popularity?
popularity.
And place a building on a
Play,
worker.
played,
It's like, I don't know what to do about that.
er,
Because the other people, well, what do you need to do next time? And I was like,
no, there has to be a worker there. So I can't put 2 buildings in one spot. Can I put? That would be silly. So it's only. I mean.
Oh, there's an encounter token over there too.
I
Oh,
know that.
So you've been looking for encounters, even though all of them are on this side of the board.
right.
Oh, hush up. I was looking for a
And
way to get
then
home.
This guy can move from here, but this guy can actually move to my village, right?
Yes, if you'd like.
My village, and then he can move one more square, right?
Yep.
So he'll move here to this encounter.
Can you move on to? You can.
Yep.
So go for it.
So
Take your encounter token.
I encountered token.
Almost all my set had like options like put the encounter token back and do another thing. I was like,
Okay, go ahead.
Once you build your
You would go onto the forums and something would be like, here's the newest program, and they would put it out for you, and they'd be like, at level 5 do this level is this, do this, and they'd be like, you know what, alright, cool, here's your prestige back, here's your
Did everyone have a good time? So did everyone have a good time?
Pat, I'm sorry we missed you. This is- okay.
It clearly appeals to some,
Whose turn is it?
but
Mine.
Please wake up, you crash.
Go there. I will produce. That's 2 wood. 1 metal. And I can't. I'm not doing the bottom action, but I drop a power also.
I'm going to produce again. Please drop me by 1 power.
No, I actually want to do this game stuff is secondary, actually.
I get to exchange ammunition and access for an oil field, or
I'm
no,
going to
sorry.
trade these two.
Refuel using ample oil supplies, gain 1 oil, and remove your action token from your player mat. Not that I need that, but
Riverwalk.
Oliver could be a dodge, though.
so I gain an oil. I guess that goes
You get a
wherever.
coin. You get a coin.
Last weekend, Dodgers lost, and you lost. Everybody was.
5 is 5 is 10. 10 is
I took the Rams one, though,
You want 20 while I'm in here?
so continue on.
No, I'm okay.
But it teaches them the wrong.
My turn?
Yes.
I'm going to produce.
Very crunchy. It's all about the game portion.
So let's
Oh, I build all my buildings. Doesn't that mean I get a star?
here.
Yes.
Yeah. Should have had this.
And that
Wait, that was
goes
from. Oh, that's from previous turn.
here. That goes
Oh, yeah, I was on.
here. And that goes there. And then I'm going to upgrade.
Okay. Can you raise myself and you by 1 power?
But now we know how to set up all the.
There. And boom shakalaka.
All right, Mr. Richard.
Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and bolster.
Okay.
And
2.
I get 2 power.
Cost a coin.
Oh, yes. Here's your bloody money. And,
I think it's a good
where I was
setup.
gonna get 1 popularity.
Commit suicide as soon as there's any.
And then I will pay 2 foods to enlist, so I'm enlisting. So I'm going to go ahead and enlist the popularity. I'm going to gain 2 popularity.
Are you done?
Yes.
You paid your resources.
I get 3 coins.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bolster.
And you get a heart.
1, 2, 3. I get a heart when I did that. I'm gonna pay my metal and a card
For mech building.
to build a mech.
So you get 4 coins, right?
So I get 4 coins.
And I get a coin.
And
Were you going here?
Anything else?
where do I want to put the mech?
It's not gonna make a difference.
It
to
doesn't
you?
make any difference. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put this here. Toss a coin in to bolster. Please raise me by 3. I also gain a popularity, which will give me a star. I will then take my bottom row action to upgrade with 3 oil, which will give me 3 which will raise me by 1 power, which will give me another star. I will then get 3 coins, and he gets a power as well. So it's nothing. And that's my turn. What's the dudes?
Do they call these power tokens bugs? Because they look like bugs.
I call them bugs.
Eagles.
Oh.
Like winged things.
I totally call them bugs.
Heidi,
So,
it's your
yes.
turn.
Alright, I'm going
Oh, I didn't actually use the upgrade. That's my bad.
to pay. Consider a combat card. And a heart. And I'm going to do the bottom action. And nope, I'm not going to do that. Take back my coinage.
How much you pay? One?
$1. I'm going to move. Because I need to move first. Alright, so we're going to move over here.
Yeah. Thanks.
Take that with you.
And then I raised it because
And
that's who I am.
then
Richard?
I'll do the bottom action here.
Can't get out of here very easily.
Well,
What bottom action are you taking?
In the
I'm gonna
same-
wait. I'm gonna wait till after my turn.
Okay, that's fine.
And I'm going to.
Yeah, he just wants some water ice. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just getting dry. I'm starting to hack.
Mm-hmm.
It's a desert out here. Literally.
Okay.
I want giant katana. Make it happen, guys.
Giant katana.
Oh, you want us to make you giant katana?
I want us, the game fair, to have giant katana.
Oh.
I think that should happen.
We could probably do that.
Yes.
We could literally make
Now
it.
it's your turn.
But I like
So
Brian's
we'll go
rocking his
here.
game fair shirt today.
Yeah, I saw that. Thank you so very much.
Do that. Pay my coin.
Totally did that move wrong.
Pay my coin. Go up by 1. And then go up by 2 popularity. 2.
Well, I have the 3 dudes. That mean
And
I can
then-
move 3 dudes?
3 separate guys, yes.
That,
I
I
only moved
can't do that.
2 guys,
So-
didn't I?
So go
I
ahead.
don't know.
Go ahead, John.
I'm not sure. I don't.
But there are bonus like breaks. Every time you build a strategy, you get 3 points. Right here, you get a point for every guy playing your own. This is amazing. You guys see $5?
It's a lot of airships.
It's all the airships in one spot. Like,
Keep in mind, it costs you to move units out of it.
Where your airship is.
So you like.
It doesn't cost me to move my own.
Are you playing nice with
Yeah,
the others?
just opponents.
I'm playing very nice. I'm playing very nice.
You're like, 2 moves, done, 1.
I still have to teach you how to play though.
he's only beating us badly and not soundly.
I am not beating you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe you, but the two of us are. He's got 20-some coins. He's got more than I do.
Whose turn is it?
Mine. I am vacillating over what I want to do because it's all bad.
You pick which one you want. You get one of these 6, you move up on your side. You get one of these 3, you put out
Huh?
The stream looks good.
That's what Daryl says.
Oh, well, that's
Oh,
good.
well, then there's-
Thanks, Daryl.
I mean, the Scythe board looks a little out of focus, but maybe I think that's just maybe this monitor. Like, look at the stream over there on that computer, because that's where you'll really tell.
So to do the 4 power, and that power is
I feel like at some point, I just need to teach people how to play. I can get like, since you know how to play, we can just like comment. Like, oh,
Yeah,
he's making a
this
bold
one.
move
He's
there.
making a bold move. I'm just completely not happy.
At the end of the game, I've always seen them full in the last turn.
I'll take one.
1, 2,
Not the second, which one you want?
3. For no good reason.
Are you done?
No, I got 2 more moves.
The one that's seen, I can go 3.
No, 2. That's good too. Now you can get 2 away.
Combat!
Combat!
You just go to, you
That's us.
Yes.
It's me.
Not really Mortal Kombat because you guys just come back.
Okay.
Friendly combat.
So now I'm going to play this.
Okay.
Keep this card without reading it out loud if you choose this option. You may reveal and discard this card before combat to play an extra combat card.
This is her completely worthless card.
My completely worthless card.
Well, there you go.
Why is it worthless?
Well, it
thought it
was
was.
because I had no combat
So
cards.
she couldn't use it immediately.
Oh, well.
Right.
Unless you surprise someone with 5 more points in a up to 5 more points. Even 1 point though. If he went in all with 10, you're like, nah, I gotta worry about 2
I mean,
cards.
he's got 2 dudes already against my 1.
Yes, but that means you can tie him easily. And you have more power than him. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm. 14.
The game usually goes
Yeah, you win.
He got me.
So drop blue and yellow by 7. How do you pull another combat card?
I get a combat card.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to.
And you get a star for combat. Your second one. Or you don't know. Or bottom row action.
And I lose a popularity because there was a thing there. Let's do it on the right person.
Yeah, don't take my popularity.
Done?
Yeah, that's what I
I'm
got.
gonna move. I'm gonna go 1. Airship down.
The airships need slightly
I
bigger
didn't get
bases.
anything extra for having my armory there, I take it.
No.
I think the airships need slightly bigger bases.
One. Is it 2 to move over here? Sure. Yeah. 2.
So I will get 2.
I'm gonna take my bottom row action and build, which will cost me 2 wood. Give me a heart. Give you a heart.
I get a heart.
Give blue a heart. There's nothing for me with that. I do get a coin. Put the structure down. Here. My mind is on the factory, and I will claim my building star.
Alright. Alright.
So what is your last objective?
I'm
you have
going
to
to.
Needing to get all my upgrades, which I need 1 to get. Unlock all my guys, which is probably not going to happen. I could get all of my
Pay a
mechs.
coin.
do? Which could happen.
Holster
Pretty easily
3.
happen. Combat, which could also.
Get a
I mean,
heart.
what do you think my odds of winning combat are?
Going to.
I don't know, man. I have no
Okay.
idea what those would be.
And build my last dude. There. And I get 3 coins when I do that. And I get another heart. That goes up.
What about you?
Boom, shakalaka laka. Oh, and I get a star.
Well, we're planning all the holiday stuff like that.
Richard.
Building.
For building.
That was all my buildings.
Richard also gets a credit for that.
No, well, I meant family
Okay.
celebration.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and do my... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this again. So I'll spend 1 coin to trade, and I'm going to gain 2 popularity, a power, and yeah, I'm not going to do that, but yeah.
Did you do your bottom?
No, I can't.
Okay.
I can't. I'm basically earning, earning metal for my own purposes, since I have all my mechs.
Okay. I'll go there. I will.
Who's in a lake?
Me?
I didn't know you could go into the lake.
Yes, I can.
The weird part is like,
Interesting.
what is it? I think like 80% of the trees I don't know are forestry or
Spend a buck.
some of them are getting
Get
massive
2 wood
trees and that, which is like, wow.
to take the 4 wood. Oh, and I will gain a power. And I'm going to do the build. So if you care about building,
I
you
do,
care
but it
about
doesn't do anything for me. But that's for Richard.
Yep.
16 popularity.
And I go.
So close.
I go up one.
So close.
My brother's making fun of me.
And
You have an ingredient to poetry. I would be one to talk.
for no good reason.
Because he was a cute.
It only matters when you guys
As
actually
an
have
anthropologist, and he's all kind of.
Part of me wants to take out Heidi, but I'm just gonna produce.
That was
Can
good.
you raise me, drop me by 1 power? I make it. Oh wait, hold on.
So we had a.
Sorry, I'm not gonna produce. Hold
You
on.
get upgrade and end the game.
I don't have the resources for it.
Oh.
If I produce, I don't have things for that. I will instead
then you have to upgrade twice to get
do
to
this. Yes.
If I use
And a move.
USD,
Yeah.
I'm going to
I need my spot.
1, 2, move.
Can you move across lakes?
I have submerge.
He
I
can move into
bloop.
an lake and out of a lake.
Oh,
There's an
interesting.
interconnected series of tunnels underneath.
But
Now, you don't have any extra cards
this
that
whole
are
place
hidden.
is Swiss cheese.
So the end of movement, does
Combat first.
combat first. Okay. So we combat.
Which may mean you get your star and then you don't see
Yes.
the encounter.
That's what I was worried about these bigger games.
You are aware that you can't win this, right?
Okay.
Usually it is our factions. Well,
I mean, you could
It's
throw
only
the
one
bat if you
card.
really wanted to.
well, yeah, but I mean, but if I bid a 7 and a 5, she can only tie me.
Oh, I can capitalize on
Right.
jumping on people really, really early in the game, essentially, and they will probably never recover.
But
So that's
who
why
gets
I gave
ties?
Attackers.
Attacker wins.
Since when?
Since
Since
always.
that's the way it goes.
Since always.
Since this is the only game I've ever heard the attacker wins ties. Every other game is
Most of the games are defenders, yeah.
because defense is easier in the real world than
go.
attacking. In every
Well, we tied.
We
So I
tied.
win. You go home. I lose a popularity, and I place my combat star. Then you technically get a combat card. And you can. That's not going to affect anything over there. So now we total stuff up. Let's take the airships off the map just to make it easier. to
Oh,
count
did you?
everything.
Oh, you got your last star.
Yeah, he got the last
Yeah,
star,
he
which
beat
triggers
me.
the end, and then you.
Everybody
start
beat
counting.
up on me.
What? Everyone beat up on you?
Yeah, I
You-
had 3 combats. I lost all 3.
You pounded John, and then you finally
Everybody
stood
who got a
up.
combat star
Got
did
it off you.
it.
That's
Got
true.
it off
That's
me.
true.
Everybody beat up on
Okay.
me. I did not lie.
So starting with
so
yellow.
close.
Yellow has 1, 2, 3, 4 stars. 4 times 4 is 16. So you get 16 coins.
I need
And you gotta get 10.
more than anything because now if you
Well,
attack
that's
like
10.
Oh, that works too.
5, 16.
Okay. Blue, 1, 2, 3. 3 times is 12. So blue gets. You have 2 over there. I'm gonna grab a 10. 12. Here you go.
What do you want?
This is for you. 12.
Oh.
I have 6 at 5 is 30. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And red has 1, 2. 2 at 5 is 10. Anything in the 30s for your first game is respectable.
Well, then that's not good. Respectable.
We're not there. Hold on. Area control. Blue has 1, 2 spaces. So 2 times 3 is 6.
Nope.
Nope.
Why do I not control
You
that?
control
You do.
that. That's 1, 2.
Oh, I see.
And you get 6. So here's a 5 and a 1. Yellow controls 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 3 is 18, right? 10,
I have a 2
5,
for 20.
6, 7, 8. Okay, that works too. Drop the 2 in. Red area control is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 times 4 is 21. So you're already 30. I control 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 times 4 is 44. There's 40. 3 and a 1. Resources. Blue has 2, which gives you another 2 coins. Here you go.
Oh, golly. No, 2.
Yellow. Tell me how you really feel.
I have 1 left.
Okay, we don't.
Because I used them all.
We
I
run
told you you'd be
down.
watching me lose.
Red has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah. Well,
7, 8,
I told 'em ahead of
9,
time
9?
in my
8?
last game
No.
that they could come
8.
watch me lose.
Okay,
the
8, so 4. 4 times 3 is 12. Another 10,
I don't know after they come.
2.
Once they come 3, what do they do?
And then I have
But I do it with such
3
gusto.
resources, which is 1. So I get 3 coins. So there's this 1, 3. And that's all that up there. Now we do the thing, yellow. You are adjacent to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4 is 6 coins. There's that. Blue, you are adjacent to 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Where's your other guy?
Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You count each one of these spaces once. 1, 2 from this one, and then those count the same, so 3.
That's interesting.
It's 4 points. We mentioned that at the beginning, and John mentioned it again too. Richard. 1, 2. I think that might be it.
This one?
You only count the spaces once, no matter how many are adjacent to it.
Okay, so
2, so that's 4 coins. And I believe I'm adjacent to everything. Here for 1, 2, here for 3, 4, here for 5, 6. So that is 9 coins. I'm going to toss this 1 in and grab a 10. And then just total up your coins.
Right now they're
3, 4, 5,
60.
5, 3, 5, 5. 2 10s. Is it 20?
66.
2 5s.
68.
Is it 10?
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I want to see how far.
What were you
Oh,
at?
He's a little
66.
That's more than, like I said, anything above 30 is respectable for your first game. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 110, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 110, 113, 114.
I think that's called lapped. What did you get, Heidi?
46.
What did I mess up?
Okay. Well, thanks for teaching this, Andrew. This was really great.
Oh, what are they saying?
And remember,
I'd love to hear.
You know,
46.
we're trying
Gallery wants to know, Andrew, if you
show you this fine.
Yes.
I did.
Yes, he did. He already commented on how much he likes it.
These bags are really nice.
Yeah, they're aftermarket.
Of course they are.
From
Because they don't look precisely like the style. They would have more. Have more.
But all of the sources are like
Well,
open
you
source
know
and
what?
stuff.
We'll let him put back because I'm sure he's got a special
Well,
way.
you gotta
go in
just
the bags?
put all your pieces
Oh.
in the bags. Oh, she wasn't here when we put it together.
No, I wasn't.
Let's make sure all the encounter cards go back over to this gentleman who was kind enough to let us borrow. So that is Scythe with the Wind Gambit
Is that
and all
these?
the other. No, these are factory cards.
Oh.
I do need those. Richard, can I borrow your factory card?
Sure.
When I borrow, I mean take from you.
Yeah. Take all
Yes.
the things.
Yeah.
No, he demolished.
I have never won. I
Well,
played.
what did you win by? So I heard 68 and
I had
I was
46. He had 100 and something.
140.
Like
No,
140.
not 140.
He said 30 was respectable.
114.
Oh, 114.
I did not have
He
140.
more than doubled my score. He almost tripled it.
See,
That's called demolishing.
I
someone.
should have gone for the divide and conquer.
And yet
That's what I
they
should
all
have
felt
done.
that they should beat up on me.
Oh, yeah. We weren't beating up on you.
I should.
All their combat stars came from beating up on me.
Yes, all 3 of them.
I also got locked into a corner and lost all my goods.
I got
repeatedly.
locked into a corner too.
You mean when he ended up on the opposite side of the board and
Yeah,
stole
yeah.
and stole all of his goods
I
until,
took 2
until
goods.
he said
I took 2 goods. 2 little
She
goods.
was like, all I did was go over there and slap that baby. Why did it come back and fight me? It was
I
so
took 2
mean.
little goods.
Because I couldn't
He
move.
took 3 from from me. He took 3
Missing an
oil.
airship.
I didn't take any goods from you.
Yeah, you did.
I never took any goods.
You got 3 oil. Oh,
No.
Where is
did
the-
you take
Thanks
3 oil?
everybody
No, I
for
didn't
watching
take
this episode of As the Scythe Turns.
Well, someone took my oil.
would've been
Because
funnier if you
I
just
would have had
burned
another
it.
star if someone hadn't taken my oil.
Well, then it's
My oil
that
was gone.
ending.
Blue, that goes to you.
Oh, I need my blue
Goes to
bug.
you. There's your blue parts. And more encounter tokens.
If I had another star, I
that
would have
we get
had
mixed
over
in with the
60.
money.
Okay, let's watch this happen.
Who won? You had to ask?
By almost double.
What?
I'm close to double.
Oh, well, you should have played.
Look at this.
You always do that. I would have liked to see him beat. I would like to see
It has
his-
happened. It has happened.
Is that now the challenge?
I would like to see his butt whipped.
It is not whipped, but I've been beat twice.
Harshly.
He officiated over my marriage to another man on my dating period of time in my marriage in another board game that we played called Fog of Love.
Yeah. So Fog of Love is a 2-player game.
It's like, this is a lot of information
there's
you're giving.
Fog of Love is a 2-player game. It's about relationships. I don't think you should actually play it with your significant other, because they'll be like, "Why did you do that?"
Do these go someplace special?
Yes, they
There's
go
a little
back in the
floaty.
container. Oh, I missed that one.
Alright. Here, I'm going to let you do the rest.
Okay.
And here's some wood for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. We'll see you soon. We're going to play another game with not him.
Don't pick on the second.
I try desperately not to. There's an olive somewhere that I ordered, by the way.
An olive.
Yes, a black one.
It is likely under the table.
Don't pick it up thinking it's a game piece.
One of these days, I'm going to build a foam core insert for this to make my life easier. But that day is not today.
Not the one, no.
Was my sound horrid? I know it wasn't the beginning, but I hopefully got it fixed.
Who won?
Andrew did.
Did we
Did
we think it was going to end any differently than Andrew winning? Or?
No.
Okay. Just as long as we were. Who came in second?
But it's
I believe
Not
you did.
I.
I did. I've come in second a lot.
Heidi decided at the beginning of the game it was a good idea to start stomping on John and taking all his resources. And then eventually he said, "You know what?
Richard did it first.
I think Richard did it too." But
Yeah.
Richard did it first.
But then Heidi did it.
mid-game.
And then Heidi was like, and then it was like,
Once.
who should I
did it
attack?
once.
I'm like, I'm obviously not in the lead, so therefore take me.
I mean, you were ahead for a while there. Just on coin count. I was worried about it. I saw you spreading out, and I was like, I need to end this quickly and spread out, or this is going to be not a game I'm going to win. It goes this
And
way.
I was wondering, because I'm like, yeah, we're friends. I see you all the time.
Boom. Please remember how to put all this away.
I feel like, well, I'm
These are my
friends with you.
sunglasses. And Heidi will now never play a game with Scythe against me again.
And yet, that was my third with you. Can't believe you don't remember the other two.
I remember one other one.
They were blanked out.
I don't know, sometimes I just sleep through the games and I just...
Move step.
It's not that good.
I'm not turning in. I knew there was something. I didn't take mine.
Yeah, I'm not good at Farmville either.
I don't know how those are related. I don't know how
It's a
Farmville...
farming game.
Okay. That's how we're drawing the comparison. So make sure I get all the Wind Gambit stuff separate first. These shouldn't be in here.
I think it was just the open convenient box.
Yeah. I think I put it in there too.
I played
I'm not blaming anybody.
a lot of games with
It's like, well,
Lori.
You
Cat,
know what
yeah.
you know what Gloryhound calls me, right?
No, that was the very first time.
Scythe Andy.
That makes sense. They were flat. They were really a lot of fun.
I taught her how to play, and apparently now she's like, I can take you out. I'm like, we'll find out. I'm waiting. I've been waiting for the game.
That's because you like the common
Thank you, good sir, and thank you for letting us use the expansion.
Yeah, there were
there
there were some like that one. There was a couple that were really nuts.
I mean, Richard, the usual score of Scythe is between 60 and 70 points. So you did very respectably.
Oh, well, that's great. I mean, I didn't really know what I was doing most of the time, so that's fun.
I feel that way in life.
What's
up next? Happy Time Dungeon Hour?
Happy Time Dungeon Hour's next.
By the
so
way,
I'm
we
gonna move the camera.
haven't mentioned it in a bit, but if you look at the bottom of the screen, there's a thing that says www.extra-life.org/team/Arizona-game-fair. That's where you can go to donate for Extra Life. Extra Life is the whole reason we're doing this today. It benefits the Children's Miracle Network hospitals, specifically the Phoenix Children's Hospital is what we're benefiting here. Any money you donate will go to them. It is tax deductible, and you'll be a good person. So you should donate right now, because you're all good people, and I believe in you.
Your $1,000 will make Andrew stop talking.
Oh, that joke started this morning
Yes,
with Derek. Dr. Gloryhog from Gloryhound and the Uninvited Gamers.
Incidentally, if anyone feels that their meals are underspiced, please talk to Heidi, because she's apparently very salty.
Oh, boom, shaka-laka-laka. Not at all.
Wow. For those of you off stream, someone just said, do you need some ointment for that burn?
And I said, not at
Putting
all.
this because I don't want to unplug anything.
Less chance for it to turn off.
And we don't need it. We don't need the overhead anymore.
I love these little bags. They're so handy.
You're not going to need it for dread?
No, we're doing down the table.
Ah.
Down the table.
So what do you want?
Okay, now,
But Richard, I think you would like the Rise of Fenris experience. It's
of course, because it's got more story.
It's backstory and choices. It's not legacy, but there are campaign unlocks.
yeah. Next time we play, you guys will know. Where do you guys usually play? Oh, West Side. Oh.
Yeah, when I'm not on this channel, so.
These cups are growing on me rapidly.
I live on Into the Space.
The more I use them, they're very hefty and nice.
Oh, okay, so I'm
Refresh class.
Oh, but I did bring some.
What's the company?
North State, so like North.
Check that out.
Yeah, I'm on North State.
Richard, I am now out of your way. Oh, that was the sound of my knees popping.
If you go any further north,
I'm an old man.
Managed to find a black or red Jenga tower?
Yeah.
Yep, he found one. Does everybody take the water? Yes, that would be better.
Yeah.
Just want to get everything out of the way.
One missing piece for like $30. So
These cables, I'm trying not to move too
for
much
that version, 'cause
on the
the
floor.
version with all the pieces, that version costs about, it was like $120 when I bought that. It was yeah.
This is one of those games you kind of have to look at where you want to go and how do I get out of here.
This one's black lacquer and just take a regular Jenga set.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
To end your turn, next we're going to go with that. Then to
Go between those two. Yep.
and,
Okay.
you know, end up
Yeah. No, we're good. We just gotta get people in place.
Dude, come on, Love of Love was awesome. We turned a two-player love into a
Do you want to sit down and talk about Extra Life?
Yes. That was actually one of the most fun times I ever had playing a board game. Well, no, I like it. It's just the person has to get into it to play with you. So if you're playing
I'd like to do a role playing game, sure.
Well, you can play play a Oh, you did? Yeah, because I don't know the players asked.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Andrew Lung here from Arizona Game Fair, and this thing came about because I knew some friends who had done this in other cities, and I thought it would be a cool thing to bring to Arizona. I know other people have done Extralife, and but I thought with what we have at Game Fair, we could bring together a team of people to help do some of this and to raise money for Phoenix Children's Hospital, which again I've said this several times, is if you get a chance you can go tour the hospital. It is an amazing place. Just the facilities, the people, I don't even think it feels like a hospital. They have these little play areas. They have a school so the kids can not miss school, miss their classes. They have teachers. They have built a library for parents and kids so they can read about the inflictions that they have and that kind of stuff. Just a really amazing place. So all we're doing is we are playing games here, and we're live streaming this in an effort to raise money for them. A lot of what Phoenix Children's Hospital does is they don't ask you, can you pay, before they let you in. They just take care of you and then work it out. So we just think that's a very cool thing, and so that's why we want to do this. So what we need you to do is just you can go on if you're on our Facebook page, you can pin the link up at the top. It's or I'll read it off to you. It's extra-life.org/team/Arizona/game/fair. That's our team page. You can just go to Extralife and donate. You don't have to donate to us. Just go wherever and just give a few bucks. That could be $5, $10, $20. If you have more than that to give, please do that. We set a goal of $5,000, and we're at about $1,700 last time I checked. I'd love to hit 2,000 in the next hour or so. So just do it for the kids. This is for the kids. We're having a good time. You got to see some dexterity games being played. You got to see a full game of Scythe with all kinds of expansions. Those kind of things. So just drop in there, give a donation, and help out Extralife, and that's kind of what we're doing. What we got coming up next is a very cool thing. Happy Time Dungeon Hour is a thing that Richard Newby and I started for Arizona Game Fair. We invited some local RPG somewhat celebrities, podcasters. They're celebrities, they're local celebrities. Brendan and Adam from Full Metal Jacket. It's been a long day. Full Metal RPG, and Holly and Michael, and we just do a live action RPG. I have heard that Adam's going to run us through a desert scenario, so that's going to be kind of cool. I play a cleric named Tank, and so it's going to be cool. So just hang out, and we're going to start that at about 5-ish. They're all here, so we got about 15 minutes. But while we're doing that, just go do the thing. Go click. Just think about a game. A game's going to cost you between $25 and $50 if you're some people, more if you're others. But skip buying that next game and just give some money to Phoenix Children's Hospital. It is just a thing that we ought to be doing. So that's my spiel, and we'll be back in a bit to do some Happy Time Dungeon Hour. So take care.